Hello and welcome back to Walk on Roll presents Dungeons and Detention. I am your headmaster, Kevin Allen. I'm your host as well. And I'm joined as always by my friend, director behind the scenes, Justin Zagri. Say hello, Justin. Justin will most likely be saying hello in one of our chats, either on Twitch or YouTube, which are both live right now. And I've got my eyes on both. The Twitch one, though, is the one I recommend because it's full of so many fun features, like spending mana points on casting magic to represent your house and wizarding potential. Also, our mascot, Fortune the Phoenix, in which you can express your emotions. And my favorite is the one where he makes a heart because I love Fortune, the not specific Phoenix.
Gender specific Phoenix. We will never see
the not specific Phoenix. I always forget. We don't want to tie Fortune down. Possibilities are endless with Fortune. And those voices that you're hearing right now are also my good friends and our regular players, Garrett Schwackhauser, Katie Katulik, Zachary Jaworski.
He's never going to get off that phone call.
Thank you for proving that we can hear you.
Yeah,
and Liana Manassian will not be joining us for the duration of our campaign. It's unfortunate that she has to step away as we're coming to our big finish, but that's the way that life is sometimes, and this is one of those times. And since we're just friends playing a game, when it all comes down to it, we all wish her luck with her endeavors, and she'll be in our hearts always. So we can all say hello to Liana, because like the three of you, we can't hear her either. Why did you all decide to be silent on the intro?
I don't know. Garrett did it, and I just followed. Zach just...
I was talking the whole time. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Zach was clearly on hold with Spectrum. You could tell.
Well, prove to me that I can hear all of you by telling me how you guys have been. It's been 2 weeks. I've been sick twice over the past 2 weeks, so I don't want to talk about me. How are all of you?
Have you been sick or sick?
Oh, yeah. No, I got the COVID, which actually was rather mild. It just lasted a long time. And then this past weekend, and I'm still recovering, you can probably hear it. I was laid out. I did nothing but sit in bed for 2 days.
So you didn't get new skateboard shoes sick. You got actual sick.
No.
That's a bummer.
I'm trying to get the shoes right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get the 1993s from PF Flyers because the 30th anniversary of the Sandlot's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
But no. But tell me about you guys. I know you guys were some of you are away on jobs and doing exciting things.
Oh yeah, talking about Subarus. Anything you want to know about Subarus? You know that little kid video where the guy interviews those kids at playgrounds and he asks what his favorite car is, and he's like Subarus. And he's like, when he goes crazy. It's pretty good impersonation of it if you've seen it.
Every time your voice went into a higher register, it cut out,
and I
could only hear you.
Oh dang it! I was saying Subaru, but very high, like the little kid says it in a very high voice.
Subaru.
Yeah,
One
I
thing
could hear Garrett more.
One thing I did this weekend is I learned how phone lines are able to transmit calls so frequently. And part of the trick is that they have to cut off the highs and lows in favor of frequency. That's why you can't play music over the phone, or at least it doesn't sound good. And I'm starting to think that's what's happening here. I'm starting to think this 5-way conversation is why I can't make noises as clues, and why poor Katie can't sing every time that she wants to.
I know, WTF.
Yeah. The show is always improving little by little as we go on. And on that note, I want to say hello to everyone who's still with us in the chat. Hi, Miranda. Hi, Marielba. Thank you both for being here. And you've all reminded me that we have not tallied house points since the start of the annual meteor shower. So let's get to that. The group decided to watch the shower from the comfort of the planetarium, but then changed their mind about it and instead opted to go find the gamekeeper Brahm, who was outside the castle, and join him and his kin at their campfire party. And unfortunately, that's where the points need to start being tallied. So for being out at night, each of your respective homeroos lose 50 points.
Oh.
Yay!
Yeah. I know, we finally got to some big points values, and that's how we're doing it. But because you all practiced exemplary diplomacy and social behavior and befriending the Hob, the staff of the school, I'm giving everybody back 10 points.
Wait a second. How the heck did they know we were outside?
Magic.
What? You tell me the Hob snitched on us? We had all these cool friends. And they were like, no, they were outside.
You didn't get the microchip? Like when you came to the school, you didn't get the microchip on you that they... Yeah.
No, here was your mistake that I made up over the weekend. Because you didn't burrow under the school like last time and come out the other side, you decided to go through the windows. The school could tell. It knew where you were. That was the big change. But hey, it's not all bad, because together the four of you saved everyone from a rampaging stained glass window. And for that, you each earned 60 house or homeroom points.
Woo.
So congratulations.
Net 20 right now? Is that
net, yeah. You say our houses are having staining power.
You mean staying power?
No, staining power, because we beat a stained glass window.
Oh, then no, I would not say that.
Powder?
What?
Isn't the phrase staying power?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Garrett's trying to...
But I said staining power. I can write it down. This might be better if I write
it. Look, I haven't... I'm just in the Opal section, the group points. I haven't gotten to specifics, so quit while you're ahead, Garrett. In your next class, one of you never showed up, instead going to look for trouble, and the others lied their way out of class right before the end to go find him. So that's another 15 points from Amber.
We lied.
And 10.
Wait a second.
You lied to the staff.
To the bathroom.
You lied to the staff.
I had some tampons in my bag. Okay.
And to be fair, you didn't use them, and you still lied. So that's 10 from Sapphire, Amethyst, and Ruby.
I don't like the staff knowing whether you did or didn't use a tampon.
Yeah.
I
don't agree. Where's some privacy rights here?
All we know is that you lied.
Is this a CIA school?
Because it doesn't know what you do in the bathroom, but it knows you didn't go to it.
We got like hall monitors or something we can't see.
Yeah, for real. Jeez Louise.
It's magic. It's
one of the schools in New Jersey.
The enchantment of fantasy, everyone.
Oh yes.
So I know. Last bit of bad news. As per my agreement with Justin, the points that you have lost as a group go to his homeroom. And coincidentally, that is 60 points for Emerald as well. So everybody earned 60 points, and it's almost like none of them matter, if you think about it.
Wow.
Yeah. So
whose school is it anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Still, look, I didn't make up these arbitrary rules. I just enforce them.
Pretty sure you did.
No, I went on the internet. I found a system.
All right.
Anywho, so speaking of the Emerald Homeroom of Solomon, Justin is always chiming in, keeping the student activity board alive, and the show as well, but that's not what we're talking about. So 5 more points to Emerald for Justin's good behavior, because it deserves to be rewarded. Yeah. And in the Amber Homeroom of Cersei, on the student activity board as well, back at the campfire party at the Hob, I did not catch this at the time, the brilliant wordplay that took place in the student activity board, but I am acknowledging it now that Wandering Witcher dubbed our mascot Fortune the Phoenix #the party foul.
That's good.
Nice.
That's good, right? I did not catch that. And it's so good. I'm awarding the Amber homeroom 20 more points.
Totally fair.
Wow.
Totally fair.
Probably should have given Amber more, but whatever.
I should have, because they're very far behind. So let's keep going with Amber. Alex went to seek his destiny, which he may have found inside a gleaming film projector. And in doing so, we finally had an opportunity to see the kids on Broom's fear mechanic, which he overcame to reunite with his friends, earning him 5 points. And then later, he proved himself an exemplary flyer by assisting Coach Tombo in class and swiftly mounting a broom to boop a dragon's nose. So officially the points are for the first part of that statement, but 5 more points to Amber for Alex's flying skills. And then 10 more because he protected his familiar on at least one potentially fatal occasion. And I think that deserves to be rewarded. So all those points for Amber. But now moving on to the Sapphire homeroom of Hermes. Yes. Marielba has been so consistent about greeting her fellow wizards that I can't help awarding her 5 points for the collective experience that she brings to the chat. So thank you very much, Marielba. We do appreciate you chiming in just like you did tonight. More points will be accumulated. JJ also inspired his friends to teleport a thing, so 5 points to him. He tried to learn elven magic from the Hob, so for paying attention even when not in class, that's 10 more points.
Could be reading books.
Well, you're reading books, you're watching.
What house was Marielba part of?
She opted to be in the Sapphire house.
Okay.
I know. You got Kasara and Ruby, so that's pretty cool.
Okay. We got this, Kasara.
Yeah. JJ also thanked the Hob after getting to know them for their service during breakfast the following morning. I think that's very cool. So 10 more points to that. And JJ used his quick thinking to survive a 2-story fall onto a stage floor, to which he was awarded not dying. But then he turned that good fortune around and cast that spell upward to help Paris mount a dragon and keep her from not dying as well. So that's 5 more points for helping a fellow classmate. So
not die.
Bravo, Sapphire.
Thanks for helping me not die.
You're welcome.
So let's jump over to Paris in the Ruby House of LaFay. She got 10 points for treating the dwarves to massage oils and remedies. Even if they were free samples to help promote her business, she still gave them free stuff and made them feel great. So 10 points to her. 5 points for her to summoning the courage, or foolhardiness, as some might say, to mount a dragon. So that's 5 points. And then 5 more in turn for helping Anahit mount that dragon so she can impress a boy. And I think that's very nice of her. And Kasara has also been, she's been coming in late, but she's still been here and been an awesome presence. So I'm actually going to give her 3 points for just being great and chiming in when she can. Woo. So thank you, Kasara. But back to Paris and Anahit and the girl code happening there. Anahit proved herself resourceful in fashioning a harness from some theater fly lines she just saw hanging around and helped Paris better ride that dragon. So 5 points for helping a classmate going to the Amethyst House of Himiko. And then 1 more point for using her herbology knowledge to attempt to calm the wild, very vocal beast. We're still waiting to see if that proves useful, but A for effort nonetheless, and a house point just the same. And 10 house points go to Liana for teaching us all about mooncakes. That was very enlightening. So
she
Liana
gets 10
has,
in real life points.
Yeah, 10. And as she represents Anahit, they go straight to the Amethyst House of Himiko. And so the final tally is Amber has 54. Ruby has 112. Amethyst 111. Sapphire at 123. And Emerald at 140. So, Justin, you're in the lead on your show. Congratulations.
Oh, my God.
As I recall, Amber was in the lead the first week. What have I done?
You did just skip class one day.
You've been naughty, okay? And he gets your points when that happens.
It's true.
Which is why he was dead last in the first week and is now rising to the top fast. Yeah.
I can't see us not. Let's see. Right now, we're currently riding dragons under the school. I can't see us getting out of this without getting into more trouble.
Yeah. So let's not talk about homeroom points anymore. Let's talk about the real award, inspiration. Now, Garrett, despite rolling the campaign's first true critical success to plunder a magic staff so that you may plunder a magic black cauldron instead, the most inspiring moments from last session's adventures were the partnerships between Anahit and Paris throughout the episode, making a near unanimous decision to award Girl Code inspiration. So, Paris will have the benefit of a free reroll in tonight's game, and she's going to need it because the girls have fallen onto a pile of books and some soft clothing, but mostly books, and are heavily injured. But they're not alone in this moment. Alex has had 2 close calls after the large bone-white dragon called Shade snapped his broom in half mid-air. Opting to protect his porcelain familiar from their nasty fall, Alex trusted either good friends or good fortune to save him, and Paris did just that, allowing him not to drop, but spill into the pile of clothing and artifacts collected by the dragon. Now, the dragon itself is thankfully also taking a moment to recover after JJ dropped one of the theater's 2 proscenium's curtains onto Shade. And that beast is taking a moment to land on the many rows of seats in the theater house. He attempted to beat the heavy fabric now caught in his wings away, but when this doesn't work, this is where we are caught up. He is deciding to climb to the Juliet Tower where Mr. Darcy is sleeping and tries to push the material off his back. Mr. Darcy is sleeping and tries to get away from the dragon now in his space, as if put off by his company, is leaping down to the floor near Bingley, who, as always, is screeching in his own frustration because the orchestra pit is no longer filled with food. Or, in what you saw, Anahit's herbs. So Paris and Alex need to take a moment to recover from their tumbles. So JJ, hovering above on the Cadillac of brooms, is witness to all this commotion by the dragons below.
So you've got Shade with the proscenium curtain in his wings still. Mr. Darcy is jumping down to where Bingley is at, looking into the orchestra pit.
Yes.
And we're no longer in the orchestra pit. Where are my other 3 compatriots?
Your 3 compatriots are on the stage.
Great.
And what separates them from the orchestra pit are a row of spaced out scallop backings to stage lights. There's a heavy pile of random assortment of costume pieces and artifacts that I could go into more detail about.
That's fine.
And you've stolen some items from.
Do I? Okay,
on the floor. They are among those items. The orchestra pit is on the other side of those scallops in front of them. And then in front of the pit, in this order, is Bingley screaming and Mr. Darcy sitting on the ground, and his hind quarter, the one missing the leg, is just twitching in an unusual behavior while he cranes his head around.
He's trying to scratch his neck. Okay. Do I feel any sort of magic radiating off of the staff I have in my hand?
Oh, yes.
Is it like any type of elemental magic? Or I guess what I'm looking for, is it like water or ice magic, perhaps?
It's not a specific form of magic. Okay. It is a magical instrument, and it seems to be a fairly powerful one.
Okay, so I'm going to point the staff at Shade, who is wrapped up still in his proscenium curtain. It's in his wings, right? What you're saying, on his back?
Yes. When it fell onto him, it had missed his head as you were attempting to blind it, and instead kind of landed on his neck. So as he moves forward, it's kind of draping his wings, so to speak, making it tough for him to fly. It looks like he's wearing a big old cape.
Love that. So I'm going to point the staff at it, and I'm going to freeze the curtain on his back over his wings.
So as you on the broom swiftly turn the corner of the proscenium so that you can get in front of it and see the Juliet Tower and have him in sight, tell me your approach for how you are blasting him.
I grew up in a pretty cold place. And I think I'm going to also think about how the physics of that would be, like how much energy I would have to take out of the curtains to make it freeze, the moisture in the air that's around him, considering he's like a hot dragon. He's going to be letting off all of this smoke and steam and heat. So I'm going to use that, pull the heat from the air and use that to freeze the curtain on his back. Kind of like a, thermodynamics problem.
Okay, so this is a brains roll is what you're telling me.
Boy, I try to throw in a lot of big words. So
yeah,
I'm hoping.
No, yeah, absolutely. Okay, in that case, let's see here. I would like you to aim for 13 to freeze the whole thing. Yeah?
Yep.
13, but give yourself an additional +1 with your magic die.
Okay. Here we go, everybody. That's an 11 first.
Not bad.
Plus 3, which is 14, plus 1, so that's a 15.
All right. Wonderful. The staff blasts a cold ray of frost straight from the gleaming white stone, I'm imagining, as you hold it, and just coats a bit of frost over the entirety of the thing. It stops flowing across his back as he beats off, and it starts to harden and holds his wings down a bit like a corset, it binds him. And so as
a dragon in a corset.
Yeah, as he beats his wings, he gets more and more frustrated that it's not working and falling off. So he's still climbing on the Juliet Towers. Now he's coming up in it, and he's just struggling to push them off. Yeah, but he might be able to break through them now if he's strong enough, which he is pretty strong. So that reminds me, let me just get my die. But I'm going to give a moment for for Alex and Paris to recover, if you will.
Sure. Yeah, if the dragon is distracted, like I think Alex is going to take stock of see who's down and around, if anyone needs any help, or if he needs help. I think he's recovering himself, right?
Yeah, you took a spill, but like you just ran into some stuff. Like you actually, I remember you rolling decently enough to where you've got some bumps and scrapes, and I needed to force you to take a turn to recover.
Sure.
But compared to Anahit and Paris, who rolled poorly, they're not doing good. So
Cool.
to answer your question, they need help.
They need help. Cool. I run over to girls.
Okay.
Paris, are you okay? What's up?
Yeah, why are there all these books on the ground? Like, why is this what broke my fall?
Oh, you got a spine in the spine. Yeah.
Yeah. At least I didn't get a paper cut.
I can go into detail about what you landed on if y'all like.
Well, yeah, because can it be something that we could like chuck at the dragons at this point? Are we trying to hit the dragon with stuff, or are we just trying to get out of there alive?
That's up to you.
I think since he's distracted, we should probably try to get out of here.
Okay, well, we have that big like theater doorway thing. I mean, I know it's not the way we came, but I have a feeling that maybe that's the way we should go.
I'm gonna say yes. Go ahead and respond.
Sure, I don't have any better ideas.
I'm gonna say that because the three of you are so kind of like you took a hard hit, you're not gonna be able to do much on this turn.
Sure.
Especially you, Paris, because you did use your last amount of strength and energy to save Alex once already. Anahit has taken a moment to recover, so she will be able to do it faster than you two. But since you guys are in it, I will describe that the pile of things around you. Yeah, there's a bunch of books, and you kind of landed on that, but it's strewn about a bit of some clothing, particularly like royal and noble men's suits, and then women's peasant clothing. There's a dark cloak, just a standard cloak, and a rusted suit of knight's armor, which you might have battered into a little bit Alex, as you scuffled over to get to Paris Nanahi.
Good, it broke my fall.
And matching that, well, you didn't clatter into it when you landed, but you probably made some noise with it when you're starting to move over. To go with the rusted suit of armor, there's also a rusted sword, a warlike shield, a jewel, a crown, another like traditional wizard's pointed hat, 2 twigs that seem sturdy for sticks, a potion bottle, and a pot with a foot and a slipper on it. Like the pot has a foot and a shoe.
In it? Like a human foot?
Not in it. Like the pot grew a foot, and then someone put a slipper on that foot.
Okay.
Yep.
The wizard
just wanted to make it weird.
The lamp from Christmas Story.
Yes.
That's right, Gile.
I'll be changing over the decorations soon, I'm sure. Cool. So that's your turn, is noticing that.
Cool.
But Anahi, like I said, had the chance to recover. So, Alex, upon you coming over, she's reaching into her bag, rummaging through it, and she finds a bag of dried yellow leaves and flings them toward you, just kind of in your general direction with what little aim she's got being splayed out on the floor. And that's her turn. So let's go to the dragon and see what he's doing with trying to get that thing off. Oh, nice. That's good news, and that's not bad news. Okay, he rolled an 11, so to speak. No, wait, I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. He rolled an 11, so the ice is starting to crack, but he hasn't gotten off. He's just getting frustrated, and now he's starting to, like, smash the icy corset into the wall around him, which isn't much because it's a Juliet tower, and he barely fits into it. Mr. Darcy is still craning his neck and sitting there, and now he's going to start grooming himself because he doesn't know what else to do. And as always, Bingley is just screaming his head off. So back to you, JJ.
I would like to do 2 things. Bingley is still looking into the orchestra pit looking for food, right?
More or less, yeah. He's still perched in front of it.
To point the staff at the orchestra pit, and I'm going to conjure in my head using the class we worked on with illusions. I'm going to conjure a picture of Dritz's panther in my head. It's like a black panther. And I'm basically going to try and make an illusion of a panther standing in the orchestra pit underneath Bingley, and then I'm going to have it run off in the opposite direction away from the exit of the theater, which is up the seats.
I love this. Okay. Okay, this is going to be for 16. How do you want to approach it?
Brawn.
To get it to move? Brawn? Convince me.
Panthers are really strong, and they some say they're the strongest cats in the jungle. And they love running and jumping. I mean, for reals, it would probably be either brains, honestly, because I'm trying to remember details from the book to make it as lifelike as possible, personality quirks and stuff, and I'm also trying to think of like the best trajectory that this dragon should go in to, maybe get both him and Mr. Darcy out of the way. So It's probably more brains, but I would love it for it to be brawn.
Because you're recalling your childhood memories, I think this is more of a charm roll. So I know. You have a better chance of exploding with a smaller die than you do a larger one. And I'm also gonna, I just tell me what your roll is.
Okay. I need to find a D10 first. Got it. Do I get to add the +1 to my magic die again, maybe?
No, that was just with brains. But for this one, I was gonna make it a surprise. You get to add +3.
Oh, I would let it go.
For charm, you get to add +3.
Well, it's off to a great start. It's 2 on my charm dice, and then it's a 1 on my magic dice. So that is a 3.
God.
+1, which is a 4. So your move, Mr. Bond.
All right. take an adversity token.
I would love
You conjure up the image of a house cat.
to. Love it.
Sitting in the orchestra pit, and it just looks up at Mr. Bingley, and then it just kind of plops down and turns over on its back, which is getting his attention.
Okay. I would like to also fly my broom down towards my gaggle of friends.
Mm-hmm.
No, hold on. Is Mr. Darcy still itching his?
He's trying to.
Okay, I'm gonna do something dumb then. I would like to fly my broom down towards my friends and leap off and land on Mr. Darcy's back, and let my broom sort of sail over to where Alex, Anahit, and Paris are at.
Love that. All right, would you please make 2 rolls for me?
Yes.
One for the broom, one for you.
Okay.
Roll
Crap.
flight for the broom,
Love it.
and let's go brawn for you.
Let's do that. Where's my 8? Okay, here's my D8. Sweet. Okay,
And,
for the
yeah, sorry, for the broom to work, let's just go ahead and say that let's say 10 for both, honestly.
do I get to use my magic die for the broom because it's technically a magical item? I guess not.
Actually, no. That's not the way that this game likes to do the broom thing. But describe to me exactly how you are dismounting the broom, like flying down, dismounting, and sending it off. Just go ahead and describe that for me.
I'm flying down towards my gaggle of friends, and I
promise I missed.
I skateboarded once, so I stand up on the broom, and in the last moment jump off and let the broom continue on its trajectory towards my friends.
Oh my god. Okay. Cool. So, why can't all of my other resources have little ribbons to help me keep pages? There we go. Okay. Oh, fun. Okay. Well, this isn't going to help in the moment, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, so let me know what your rolls are.
Okay, for the broom,
Mm-hmm.
that is a 5 plus 1, a 6. And for me,
Uh-huh.
I guess I get another plus 1 as well because it's my mechanical benefit of being a kid. So that's 7.
Okay.
And then for my brawn, I got a 9. A 9.
Oh, okay.
I guess I get a
So-
plus 1 because I'm a kid for that too. I don't know.
Ron?
No, not
No, I
for
guess
brawn.
not. Okay, then it's a
No.
9.
Okay.
Oh, and I
and
can
what
use
was
my
the-
adversity token. Make it a 10.
Yes, you can. All right, cool.
we
So
go.
you got that 10. Sorry, what was your total for the broom?
Total for the broom was 7.
The 7. Okay. So you don't really do the cool skateboard kick flip move. Oh, right. I have to eat a bean with you. I have no idea what color is this because it's dark. Purple? Black? Who should say?
There's a cinnamon hidden in with my
it's
spicy beans. That
rock
was really
hard,
nice.
though. Nice. I think this is coffee. Yeah, it's coffee. Ugh. I'm very much a tea guy. No, it's dog food. God, every time. Mm.
I like that coffee. It goes from coffee to dog food. You're like, it's good. Oh,
Like, it's a palatable bitter, but then it just gets like a weird kind of sour that I can't describe. It starts off just like normal bitter and then turns on you.
turns into
That's
dog
like the
food.
dog.
It's bad
a bit of
enough.
dog food.
It's bad enough that it's dog food, but it like tricks you, not keeping your guard down.
Yeah.
Okay.
like regular dog food. It's good at first, and then just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. I can't finish this.
It's always so creamy right out of the Caesar's can, and then right at the end, it's just got that bad aftertaste.
That's like if you go into Colorado and you drive through Denver and you drive past the Purina dog food, and it just smells like dog food for like the next mile and a half. It's so nasty
Awful.
when they're making the food. Ugh. I always recognize the smell.
No.
He loves
Okay.
it.
What?
Whiskey loves it when we drive through. She's like,
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, perks her ears
yeah.
up.
Okay. So you don't do the cool kickflip move exactly, but you do get to kind of kick the broom in the right direction-ish as you dismount it. And your dismount it's not graceful, but it's not awkward either. You kind of like, you step down and take a moment to catch yourself next to the animal, not on it. But you're just fine. It doesn't care that you're there. And the broom doesn't go sailing off in the direction of the group, but it does kind of like coast over, and it'll probably make it there eventually. You might want to stay and watch to make sure it does, but also you're pressed for time. So that's your turn. You are now next to the beast, and you two with Anahit are up on the pile. So who wants to do what first?
So is the broom coming towards us?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
heard JJ
making its
go,
way over.
broom! I'll distract the dragons.
Well, I don't have a lot of energy.
It's not gonna get to you right away.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't.
Okay, well, there's no other way out of this like pit that we're in right now. Like,
You're
should
not in
we
the
be
pit.
stacking the piles? Oh, we're not.
No, you are in front of it. So, picture a classic stage. And forgive me if it's a little different than last session. I found out the Conservatory Theater in my hometown is putting up cabaret, and they decided to make this beautiful Art Deco theater on their stage and like transform the whole place. And it's exactly what I would want this theater to look like. So I'm now pulling new inspiration.
Okay, so we're not in the orchestra pit. Okay.
No, you've always been on stage, and then there's a couple of scallop lights, that's the change, in front of you, separating you from the open orchestra pit.
Okay. Do I have enough strength to, I mean, if we're waiting for it to come, you're above us right now, right? He's above us? Or is he to the left of us? I'm just trying to remember where the broom's coming from.
Yeah.
So I can prep for it.
He went to dismount to the animal that is sitting. Honestly, the way I picture this works out perfectly, because the animal is a little bit up the slope of the theater, which is lower than the orchestra pit. So if the animal's probably here and probably on level with you guys, so he kicks it off, it's going to sail right to you and be like hovering in the right spot. It's not coming to like any one of you in particular. It's kind of going through a gap in the middle because his aim wasn't great, but it's at the right level, and that's important. So
if we all hold hands and like run towards it, one of us will make it. We just have to make sure
one of you will be able to get it. Yeah, it's just a matter of who wants to get it. And you can't do any daring dashes right away, but good news for you, the broom is taking its time anyway.
Gotcha.
Let's just grab something useful and hitch a ride on the broom as it catches up.
Yeah. That sounds great to me. Is that armor near us too, or was that just where Alex was?
I mean, I would say it's behind you where you landed, but yes, it is near you. It's all part of the pile.
Alex, do you still have... Oh, I wouldn't know about the dagger. Didn't you have a dagger? You had a rusted dagger?
No. I have an old, like, pen knife. It's like a...
Oh, okay.
It's like
also known as a rusted dagger.
You can use it like a dagger. It's just a small dagger.
Wow, okay. I'm glad I'm now realizing what we have. Well, can I run back to the thing and get the helmet?
Yeah, you can absolutely, yeah.
Great,
you can totally make your way over to the helmet.
That's what I want.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to pick up the shield.
Okay. Love this.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then Anahit is having trouble sitting up, so she calls over Diamond while she reaches into her bag again. And you can tell me no on this, but because it's a partnership with the familiars. But she catches Diamond's attention, and Diamond scurries over to Anahit to sniff this cluster of bluish, purplish, half-wilted flowers that she's pulled out of her bag and gives it to Diamond.
Okay.
who kind of perks up a bit at the, I don't know, the taste of them maybe, and scurries back over to you.
What, Diamond? What are these little flowers for? Anahi, are you okay?
She looks up at you and says, "Girl code," and then does this, and then kind of just like, ugh, and kind of like lies, like deflates again. So your attention is probably distracted at the moment because you hear this crashing sound. This big old dragon is trying to beat this thing off its wings, and okay. Oh, it's still having trouble, which is good. It's cracking a little more, like it's smattering in either side, and it doesn't quite shed this thing. Y'all are very lucky right now. Bingley is looking at the thing. It gets a roll. Oh, I love it. Gets a roll for Bingley's attention span now. He's looking at it, and he's kind of looking up, and he's like a little like, what is this thing doing in my food bowl? And it's looking around like, somebody fix this.
Oh my God,
and it
yes.
kind of sits, it's like it sits back and it's waiting patiently for it to leave or to change or whatever. And then Mr. Darcy, let's go ahead and you're with Mr. Darcy.
Yeah.
So great. Mr. Darcy is totally fine that you're there. So how's this go from now?
JJ's gonna look at Mr. Darcy and put his hands up and kind of walk slow and start to scratch the place that he can see that he's trying to get at with his missing leg.
Which is?
I don't know, you showed it's on his neck somewhere. My character just physically saw it. So.
All right, yeah, you weren't there in class. Okay, well, good for you. You guessed fairly correctly. So when you start scratching, and you're smart enough, you do a quick brains roll for me, just real quick.
Boy.
I just need to make sure that you don't roll less than a 3.
See my foot. It's 12.
I mean, we have to play the game, so I gotta make. What did you roll?
I rolled a 3, right on the money, baby.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Great. You start to roll. You start to scratch the correct side of him, but you do it at its neck. So it kind of
He's like, God damn it.
is turning. Yeah, it's like not pleased yet, but it's kind of craning its head down to try to give you a hint.
Great.
To give you a hint. So roll another brains for me. Just
Oh,
because I mean, Ty went to the runner, but you have to beat it too.
it's a 10.
Great. And it moves basically like the side of its face to you. It's trying to get you to go up its head.
I do.
Up its neck.
I do that.
Great. You work your way up, and as soon as you scratch behind its ear, you can see like his eyes roll back and his leg starts twitching again, and like the kicky feet that when you get the right spot. Except it's sad because there's no leg there. And now with advantage. I think you're gonna win this.
Tacky.
Right.
Yeah. He is at your disposal. Like he rolled low for his charm check or whatever. Oh, which by the way, a feature of that broom that you passed off is every time you perform a stunt, you get a +3 to charm checks against anyone who witnesses it. So, which I'm going to, in this moment, count the whole room. So, yeah, I need you to roll charm and beat a 0, basically.
Oh, I'm so excited to get a good charm roll.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Is your charm
Let me
a
know if
D10?
you need any adversity tokens, okay?
He does
I'll let-
not.
7 plus
I
1.
know.
8.
Just-
The 7 + 1 + 3.
10.
Yeah, so you got a 10 against his 3. Yeah, you've won him over, and you can scratch your way up his neck and just mount his back at the same time.
I do that.
Awesome. Yeah. What next then? I'm gonna give you this moment and let you decide what you want to do with it without having to like roll grit or any other checks.
I think I get on the dragon and I hold its neck and I go, holy I'm on a dragon. And I look over to see how, I look over to see if Anahit is conscious or not.
She's conscious. She's
Okay,
just
but
not eager
she's
to
the
sit
only
up.
one over there who's like still laid flat on the ground, right?
Yeah, she's kind of like up on her elbows, if anything.
Okay, so I move the dragon in that direction as I say, that broom can hold 2 people. And I go to pick up Anahit and put her on the back of Mr. Darcy.
All right, you make, because you've had a bit of an action already. I'm gonna say that you get him off the ground, and you start to make your way there. So let's do it this way. Roll flight for me.
Oh, shit. That's not great, Jake.
It's okay. It's okay,
2
man.
plus 1 is a 3. Do I get a dragon
Okay.
bonus?
No. He rolled a 4, so he's taken the reins, but he's still going with you. He's not fighting you. So you've got him up and facing the right direction, but you're not going to get there yet, because first we got to check in with JJ Paris and Anahit. So JJ Paris. Sorry,
Alex.
I keep saying JJ. This curse you started in the beginning has finally fallen.
How dare you?
I know. We always get the boys mixed up. Sorry, Alex and Paris. All right, you've gathered a helmet and a shield, and Paris has also, in addition to the helmet, gathered a cluster of flowers.
Yeah. So Alex, I literally just gave me these flowers, said girl code, and passed out, and like was eating them. Is that like girl code? Do you think I should eat them?
Yeah.
I'm not I mean, okay.
She wants you to eat them. I don't know if they're just for girls. Otherwise, I'd take them too. You take one first.
Normally, I would be skeptical of the situation, but I think you might be right. So I'm gonna eat some of the flowers.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just roll with this. So they taste minty. They taste minty. It's a good feeling that you're getting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you don't feel bad. You don't feel like you've been poisoned or anything. Anahit is not challenging your decision. Cool. I'm just not going to tell you what the effect is yet, because it's going to take for them to do anything. So, Alex, what's up? What are you doing?
Not taking flowers. How long is that broom till it gets to us?
Remember, you have a bag of shrubbery yourself.
She threw yellow leaves at you.
She threw a bag of dried yellow leaves at you.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Remember?
I thought she like sprinkled them in my direction, not she.
No,
it's a sealed. Like a flower girl. I was like, pouch. All right.
No, it's for you. It was a sealed pouch of yellow leaf.
Right.
To answer your question, the broom is making its way to you. You could probably reach out and get it now.
I think I'm gonna down a couple leaves myself.
Let's take all the
Okay. Let's
Oh no.
Let's take a moment here.
No.
When you open the bag. No. How do you go about this then?
He's like, I guess we're supposed to eat the things that she gave us.
He's gonna land before time it.
So do you like pop the bag and shotgun it? Is that what you're telling me?
My plan right now is whatever she wants. I'm gonna pop the bag. I'm gonna take some, and if I can catch up on the broom, I'm gonna see if I can get some for JJ as well. This might doom us all.
I have to stop you though. When you open the bag, it is a powerfully heavy, unpleasant smell emanating from it.
So you're saying I'm gonna have to roll grit?
It's not appetizing. So yeah, if you do eat them, so this roll grit to see if you can stand the smell. I need to know this.
That's he threw shit leaves at you.
I mean, you are gonna beat, like, I'm thinking this is like jackfruit kind of stuff. I'm looking for a 17. Like, this is gonna be high.
You're gonna like throw up. Okay. I have 3 adversity tokens if you need it.
That's fine. I rolled, I think, total of a 6, so I probably. Oh,
Cool.
I'm sorry.
Take the
Anahit,
adversity token.
I can't eat it.
Oh, great. So because you say, I can't eat it, Anahit goes, in her fashion, don't eat it!
Okay.
And now that you're, like, keeling over and the broom is making its way in your direction, you're gonna have to recover and make an effort to catch it.
Sure.
No.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm fast. I'm just gonna move away from the smell. Let's close it back up. Move away from, face away, and hop on broom.
Roll flight with disadvantage. I'm gonna see if you make it to.
You monster.
It won't be hard. It won't be hard. I just get like a 6.
That is exactly what I got.
Hey! All right. Yeah. Okay. So you make your way to the broom. Now let's check in with our dragon friends. We know what Mr. Darcy is doing. Bingley, let's roll his attention span one more time. Oh, he is just staring at this false kitten in his bowl, and just going, like, it's sadder this time. Sorry, guys, I'm sick. My voice is lost. But let's check in with our big friend Shade, who, he rolled a nat 20. You hear this clattering sound as this cascade of ice shatters and pours out from the Juliet Tower. He turns around and in a fit of rage breathes fire. And let me remind you, a very dark room. So as your eyes had adjusted, they are now quickly reset. The light that you had emanating from the cracks and from your orb, it all dies, and you find yourself in darkness again. So this one's gonna be a rough round. JJ, you're on the back of a dragon, and you can no longer see where you're going.
Oh shit. I'm just sort of like hoping that I'm going in the right direction.
Well, you can.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Mhm.
When the fire got really bright, right, it creates this like white after image on your eyes, because that's how it works. So I'm gonna use my wand and I'm gonna point it at my head again, like an idiot.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna try and project that after image in front of me, like an illusion in front of me and Mr. Darcy, so I can get sort of a picture of where everything was.
Okay.
Map guy.
I love this. Love this. It's going to be 18, at least.
Good thing I'm using brawn then.
Nope. I mean, friend, this is either brains or it's charm, and I would like to remind you that you've got some real good perks for charm right now. Keep that in mind.
Of course it's charm. I'm thinking about, what year is it, 98? I'm thinking about the HUD display of... Oh, you know what? In Counter-Strike, when you get flashbanged, there is an after image on your screen.
Yeah.
That's just how it works. So because I had a bunch of friends, you know, we would LAN party after playing D&D and we would play Counter-Strike. So I'm imagining that moment with my friends, having that experience, and I'm triggering that in my brain and trying to project that experience onto
and having that bright you have that bright sound that
yeah. That's probably gonna be a drawback.
Great. Okay, I will accept the charm roll then. Beautiful.
Okay. All right, Cham. What do you got for me then? That's my 10. Okay, let's see. I use my wand token as well. I'm trying to use the staff, so hopefully I get another +1 with that.
Yes, you still get the +3 with that for charm.
Okay, so 5 is my base charm roll +1 +3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yep.
9.
And then 3 more because you did that cool stunt.
Okay,
And
so
we all
that's
saw
10,
it.
11, 12. So that's 12. I need to get
Okay.
4 more with my magic die. It was a 1.
I have 3 adversity. Can I give you my three jellies? That's all I have left. Is it
Wait,
worth it?
do I add anything before you add anything? Do I get anything on my wand bonus die or no?
No, you added all of the numbers you can, and you did really good. You're up to what, 12?
13.
13?
So yeah, I'll accept your adversity tokens, Ms. Paris, if you'll give them.
You need 3 of them.
I need 3 to get to 16.
That is exactly all I have.
9, 12, and then 1. Yeah, you're at 13. Adding 3 adversity tokens is not going to cut.
Oh.
But I needed 16.
No, I said 18.
All right. Then no worry about it.
Do you have any adversity tokens, Garrett, or no? Or
I only have 1.
He's got another one now.
I've got 2 now.
So
okay.
I will say, because you didn't utterly fail at this, the sense memory, it doesn't really... You cast a light before you in the general space. It does not map out what the room used to look like, but it does give a little bit of light for everyone to kind of maybe get their bearings straight for just a moment. You cast a light. So, I'll give you that flicker happens. It lingers for just a little bit. So you all have a flash where you can see what's happening.
Look at those special effects. Oh my God, Kevin.
I want it to be special for you.
That's great. That's great.
And I've been sitting on them for far too long. It's time to use them. I'm sorry it took so long.
Great.
So, Paris, Alex, what happens?
So I grabbed the broom last.
Mm-hmm. You caught it just before the lights went out, so you can at least feel that you've got a broom in your hand.
Cool. So I've got it. I was like, I've got the broom. We've got to get out of here now.
When I grabbed the helmet, my thought was I had put the helmet on, so I probably was like, can kind of maybe see out the little eye holes, but it was like, what the heck was that noise?
Oh, do you have the helmet on?
Yeah, I had the helmet on, but I grabbed. I'm trying to cover up my bad hair day. I fell down. I fell off a dragon. It doesn't look good. It's for protection too.
Yeah.
I love Paris so much. Sorry. I'll stop interrupting. Continue, everyone.
Big one is angry. Fire, lots. We gotta go.
Okay.
Anahi, can you get up?
Yeah, girl, you there?
Anahi, JJ, where are you now? Sorry, you had the flash of light. I didn't give you your chance to move.
I mean, I'm still making my way towards Anahi to scoop her up onto the back of the dragon.
Oh, okay.
Roll for me flight with disadvantage, but the good news is you're not rolling against the dragon because it can't see, so it's trusting you and you alone.
Okay. With disadvantage? Oh, that was a good
yes.
one. Yeah.
Because you're flying blind as well, ish.
Damn, I exploded, but that was on my advantage roll. So disadvantage, I got a 7 plus 1, which is actually pretty good for me. So 8.
Okay. You're moving ahead. You're over the orchestra pit, and you're in the area, but you have no idea where people are, and so you don't know land. So you're hovering about.
Oh, I definitely thought we were like walking towards them because Mr. Darcy was next to Mr. Bingley, right? Looking over the orchestra pit.
Bingley was in front of Darcy, and you could climb your way around things. Yeah, no problem.
Oh, but I guess if we're gonna, okay, yeah, that's that. I thought in my brain, anyways, we were like walking our way up this mountain of rubble. But I guess I'm on a dragon.
You would have to go around. You would have to climb over some seats, some tables, up a little bit of like a few steps, but you have to go around the orchestra pit.
Oh, okay, so then
You're
we
flying.
would have just flown. All right.
Yeah.
So I don't know where to
Okay.
land yet, but I'm hovering above them.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. I yell
Cool.
down, where's Anahit? Is she okay?
All right. Sorry. So I left off with Alex asking what Anahit's doing.
If she
Yeah.
can get up.
You can't tell. It's in the dark. You're asking her if she can get up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She goes like, but then the house lights come up, like out of nowhere. Poof! The house lights come up. It seems significant to your unadjusted eyes, but it's really just enough to put some real light throughout this vast space. Kind of like when they're playing the trailers before the movies, but like not when the whole lights are up.
Mm-hmm.
The other side of the proscenium is gleaming with gilded decorations of concentric diamonds and geometric lines, none of which you can see now because you're all on the stage side of things. But you can see the theater, this gorgeous Art Deco theater with patterns on the wall, the orchestra pit in front of the seashell lamps on the stage, which are not lit, but you can see all of these features now. And before that, tasseled table lamps revealing there are tables between each pair of the first seats in the first row, as well as these little stairways at the edge of the orchestra pit leading to the front, to the aisles, up the house, and on your way up the house as you finally can see the full picture of things as humans are meant to. At the opposite side of the theater house, Brahm drops a 5-gallon bucket of dragon chow, the clattering of which startles you as much as he and his tiny gnome-like character who's assisting him must have been startled to find students splayed out among the dragon's hoard of treasures. He bursts down the ramp and runs up the scallop steps to make his way around the rubble of personal belongings and over to Anahit, who still has not sat up to answer your question, Alex. And in this commotion, you may not have noticed it happen, but the gnome-like creature who was with him has stepped off the carpeted path of the aisles and vanished, only to appear at Brahm's side in like a moment.
Cool.
Brahm, in a restrained panic, tells the Nisa, I think she's hurt bad. What, is she hurt? To you all.
I think so. She
ate some petals of a blackish flower. They look like this. I ate some too. And then I take off my helmet. Sorry, I ate some too.
She gave me these, and I hold it.
Oh, that's heal all. That's good. Turns to Anahit and says, "Can you move?" Anahit points forward to the harness on Bingley's shoulders and mutters, "I rode a dragon."
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Bingley has noticed the spilled food all over the floor behind him and has raced over pounds to gobble it up. Brahm again addresses the Nisa and says, "Nicholas, can we get her to the infirmary?" And he says, "Let me get a few more hands," and the tiny man slips down beneath the floorboard.
Wild.
Yeah. So this is where it's the dragon's turn. So Shade's pissed, and a lot of people are near his stuff. So, oh boy, Shade. He's gonna he's gonna roll flight because he can now to get over to you. Oh, good. His wings. He can't stretch out fully in the Juliet Tower, so he decides to jump down with a thud. A thunder, more like it, and start walking his way over to you all. We know what Bingley is doing, and give us an idea of what Mr. Darcy is doing, JJ.
As soon as I heard the thunder of Shade dropping down, I'm going to turn Mr. Darcy in the sky towards him and fly him at Shade.
Okay. Roll flight for me.
Okay. That's a 4. So 3
4 beats
plus
a
1,
3.
that's a 4.
4 beats 3. Great. So he heads on over, and what is your tactic here?
My thought is that he knows Mr. Darcy. They're, bunk mates or whatever. So if I can distract him by showing him Mr. Darcy, maybe he will calm down. That's my thought. So as I pull up, I go, "Whoa, it's okay. We're all friends. It's all good." And I sort of say that
This
out
is
loud.
fun. I'm gonna roll charm against each other. Darcy has the stronger charm, so that's cool. Darcy rolled a 7.
Love it. Love that. It's a good
Shade
number.
rolled a 10. Shade is not happy because he doesn't really see that Darcy is in front of him. He's kind of just smells him there and is screaming. Like, to like, "Ah! What are you doing?" That kind of thing.
Yep.
But like a dragon would do. Yeah. Great.
No,
'cause
he's like an old dragon.
I can't pull that. Yeah. Ah!
Exactly.
Sorry to everyone
that's
listening at home.
terrifying. No, that's terrifying. I
Yeah.
hold on and sort of like, "Oh boy."
Yeah, so you need to roll grit
Oh,
because
love
you
that.
did not win this battle.
Yeah, grit's great. Grit's a good one. It's one of my favorite ones to roll.
Yeah, I'd say it's like a, like 8.
Can I use my magic die? Because I'm clinging onto a magic dragon.
So here's the way I'm doing it, especially with these dragons. Like, if you roll a 6, you survive. Like, things are okay. But if you roll an 8, you do things with grace, and you don't have to worry about mounting the dragon.
Sweet. Cool. So I got a 3 plus 1, which is a 4, but I will consume 2 adversity tokens so that I don't get eaten by a dragon.
Okay.
You know that old chestnut, eat 2 beans so you don't get eaten by a dragon.
And these are my 2 beans. So here we go.
Put your beans in your mouth.
Oh no, I've made a poor choice. I picked the same bean, and they're both the dark red. This is gonna be
Oh! What is this?
That's gonna be, I think, sriracha. Oh no, I don't remember. It's gonna be hot. Sriracha? Is it sriracha?
I think here's the hottest one.
These weird flavors. What is this? I can't even
This is
describe
Carolina Reaper.
Is Carolina Reaper red?
I thought so.
Oh, it's the dark reds. Sriracha's the light reds. I mean, all I have left is just all the hots. It's all.
I'd like to take this moment to thank Alicia and Kelly for joining us. I'm really glad you're here too, Kelly. I hope this helps.
Everything sucks.
What were yours,
God,
Kevin?
it hurts.
I have no idea.
Oh.
I think it was like purple and pink. I don't.
Oh man, it's like my
I think
Oh
one
my
of the
god, did I
pinks is-
finally
one of
get
the pinks is
barf? I
vomit.
might have gotten.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you got vomit. One of the pinks is like a vomit.
No.
I think
Yes,
that was
that's
it.
right.
You know what though? How fitting for a grit roll that we both got suckered with these terrible, terrible beans.
Yeah. So you lose your grip on your dragon and kind of slide off its back. But the good news is that Shay didn't seem to notice you.
All right.
It's more concerned with Mr. Darcy. You're just now back up into the aisle, away from your party.
Not my party.
Let's revisit with them. Paris, Alex, what's happening with you?
Aren't we watching Brahm interact with Ani? Well, I guess at this point, is Brahm doing anything to Anahi? I know his little buddy, the little gnome guy, just disappeared.
Brahm, having heard the scream of his pet dragon, is now looking up to notice that conundrum in the room that he did not
also
really see
say that
before.
when I slide off the dragon, JJ goes,
So
So dragon's still charging?
the dragons are kind of having like a moment with themselves right now. They're bunkmates, yes, but they're very new bunkmates, and they're not quite sure they like each other. But because, Katie, because you asked what Braum is doing, Braum is now noticing the dragon and JJ falling off the back of the other dragon. So Braum is taking this opportunity to pull his focus from Anahi toward JJ and points out, he's a brilliant Boitata dragon. He can't see in the light.
Braum just said that. So we need to. Is it good that he can't see, or just do we want him to see?
JJ's screaming on the floor.
Okay, if JJ's just screaming on the floor, Alex is gonna run up to him. Well, I guess I'm on the broom. We're going to fly over to him on broom, shield aloft to try to pull him back towards the rest of the group.
Great. To JJ. Excellent.
Yeah.
Are there any chandeliers in this theater? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. Alex, roll flight, Paris. There's not a chandelier. What there is a giant crown molding up at the top, where light is emanating from.
What am I looking for?
Oh, for flight?
Yeah.
I mean, for you to mount and scoot over, for you, easy. It's like a 1. I just need to make sure you don't
get a 1. Yeah, no, I got a 14.
Okay. Yeah, with you on this thing, you know how this is the Cadillac of brooms, and you know brooms, so you make this thing glide over with quickness, the greatest of ease that you need. So I'm not gonna make any other checks to see like how well you can scoop up, defend your friend, put yourself in the right position. I'm trusting that you can do that.
Right.
But if you're attempting to hoist JJ up, or what's your next step?
I'm just screaming in fear.
Yeah, I'm trying to just get between him and Scary Dragon so he can get on the broom and we can move back towards.
Let's boogie! I jump on.
Okay.
The back.
So you coast right in front of JJ, shield aloft, blinding yourself from the dragons. Now, I have a question for each of you. JJ, how do you react to this? But before you answer that, Alex, the bag of flowers, is it open? Can you smell it?
I had closed it before.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
JJ, you got nothing to worry about. How do you mount the broom?
I look up at Alex kind of wide-eyed like, holy crap, and I just like jump on the broom behind him, and I'm like, go away, let's go away.
This is where you would make a brawn roll. So go ahead and do that for me, and I mean, like, just don't roll less than a 4.
It's like you're doing that on purpose. You want to know what I rolled?
What?
A 4.
I can't.
A straight up 4.
So
you said that to me twice now.
I'll stop saying that, I guess.
No, it's perfect. You're like, don't roll us a 6, I rolled a 6. Now you're like a 4, and I rolled a 4. So you're calling my shots. It's great.
You don't mount the broom as much as you just throw yourself over the back of it.
Like a fearful scramble, one could say.
Exactly like that.
I was like holding on to Alex.
While the boys are being total action heroes, what are you doing?
Well, if we want to get some sort of light, whether it's so that the dragon can see it and feel better, or see it and like at least be distracted from trying to like hurt them, in my bag have I have deodorant, but it's not the stick kind. It can be like the spray kind. With my wand, can I create fire? So I create like a little, like, when people do it like with hair, or like hairspray, because I've got hairspray in there too, and create like a little fire thing while the boys are doing that.
Yes, you could absolutely do that.
Because I know my brother used to do that with hairspray in the bathroom, so I know it works.
I love that Paris's approach isn't like, I'll just cast fire. It's like, I'll cast a little bit of fire, amplify it with mundane objects. So
yeah.
Let's make some rolls. I love this. What is your approach for making fire? You've done similar things in class.
Yeah. Also, I'm using magic to make fire, so well, I know I'm like one of my really strong suits is like seeing things like in the mirror and that sort of a thing. So am I using my mind to think of the image of fire to conjure it up?
If you want, we can make it
Well,
a charm. We can make it a charm roll if you want to do it. You're just like
yeah, I'd love to.
feeling fire. Great, let's do that.
Yeah.
You're just feeling the heat.
Feeling
And
my-
because
Is on fire. Actually,
because you
that's
opt-
wrong time.
you're-
Yeah.
Sorry, that song
because
doesn't
you're
exist.
opting to do something very small, you just wanted to. Okay, yeah, you just have to like roll 5. You just
Okay.
have to do a 5 for this.
Ooh, that is a 7.
Oh, great!
Plus 1
Good.
or whatever for magic, but yeah.
All right, you create not a Bic lighter, but like one of those, the fancy ones. The what was the one everyone was really excited about back in
Zippos.
'98? The Zippo. You make a Zippo lighter at the end of your wand,
Woo.
and I can just leave it to your gumption from this point to see how well the hairspray trick works.
Oh, it works.
What? So you're doing it from the stage? Are you running down to get in its face, or what?
Yeah, I would say I'm running down to get in its face for sure. I mean, I think I'm gonna go all like Warrior Xena. I had my yell earlier. At this point, I'm going in as a what was her sidekick's name? Who's also like her lover, it's like Danielle or
Gosh,
Oh,
what was
yeah.
her name?
what was her name? The blonde one.
I don't know.
I'm looking it up right now.
While
Danielle.
he's
I think it
looking
was
it up-
Danielle.
Yeah,
I think it was Danielle.
You're right. Yeah.
I think it was Danielle.
Roll
So I'm
flight for
going
me.
in. Oh,
Yeah, roll flight for me.
Uh,
And if you write on Danielle, I'll give you the advantage.
It's Gabrielle. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
gosh.
You know
Dang
advantage. It's
it.
fine. It's fine. Don't worry. I'm not gonna get hard.
Okay. Do you still want me to roll flight?
Yeah, roll flight.
Our guy exploded with a 6 plus my 1.
Awesome.
But do I
Great.
need to roll it again or no?
Yeah, roll it
Yeah.
again.
One more.
Yeah.
1.
Woo.
Okay, so you roll a 6. Great.
6 plus 1 plus 1, so
Cool.
total of 8.
You
but yeah.
do that thing where you leap over the steps. Like, there's only 3 of them, but you do it. You just leap right over those steps, and you make it down. Like, not quickly, but there's some hustle. So you're not quite at the dragon yet.
Okay.
So as you leave the stage, Nicholas's high-pitched voice shouts out to Bram, "We have a shortcut!" And several hob pop up out of the stage floor to hoist Anahit up. And anybody who's looking back,
Sure.
they hoist her and carry her around the pile of bric-a-brac on the floor and toward a cranny of space between the remaining curtain and the marble base of the proscenium's column. And just as you think they're about to crash into it, Anahit rushes through her bag and calls out, "JJ!" and throws a sprig of a shrub at you and goes, "Later!" And they not crash into the column, but vanish.
Cool.
I catch it. What does it look like?
Roll flight because you'd have to go get it.
No, I catch it.
No.
Instead in my
Unless you like
imaginary game.
want to make like a magic hand.
I do that. What a great idea. I use my wand to create a Mr. Fantastic hand and I catch it. I love it.
Okay. I'll let this be a brawn roll. I'll let you do that.
Yes.
Roll brawn for
Make
me.
him roll flight anyhow.
It started-
This
What am I beating?
is let's say you just need to roll you need to beat a 12.
Grand. I started with a 6 on my brawn roll. Already
Okay.
off to a great start. And then I got a 2 on my magic wand roll. Plus, that's it. Plus 2,
So-
plus 1.
So what's your total?
That would be a 9.
I could give you 3 adversity. Do you want to have a stretchy hand?
Please, can I forever have a stretchy hand?
Yeah,
I'll give him my coins. Or do you
I'll
have
pay
some
up one.
coins?
I'll pay up one of mine if you want to do 2.
Okay, perfect. So that way I'll keep one of mine. Great.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna look, but I know they're all actually. I just do all the.
Oh man, I'm so
Okay.
worried because I got another purple that might be barf, a red one that could be a pepper, and God, I hope this is toothpaste. Like that's what I was.
Sriracha
It's
and
a
jalapeno.
dark color. That's all I know.
Jalapeno. Yum.
Yep, same.
No, chocolate.
And sriracha. Ooh.
Oh, I don't like this, guys. Stop helping each other.
What do you have? What did you eat?
I don't know.
Barf.
It's spicy. It was bright red. And it was spicy. I think it's jalapeno.
Well, there's green that's jalapeno. Bright red is sriracha. Dark red is the other one, the really bad one. I'm right on jalapeno and sriracha.
Zach got chocolate. I remember that.
Ah.
Come on.
Oh God, pardon me.
What a great day. Thanks for all the help, team.
Oh.
We all ended up with ulcers after this campaign for all the hot, spicy stuff we put in our tummies.
I
wish I had
hate
the
this
spicy
so
beans.
much.
I couldn't find them. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of your spicy beans.
You have just the regular beans?
I have I have like the gross ones mixed in with the regular.
Well, those are gross. I mean, we had those, but these suck. These are like right down the street from you on where's it? Rite Aid.
I
Rite Aid,
couldn't
yeah.
find them when I went there.
Oh my God.
A Magnolia and Coldwater, that Rite Aid.
Yeah, so maybe a little
Ooh.
further down from where you're at. It's technically Valley Village. It's a little further down.
No.
It's all right.
I keep hiccuping
You alive?
Meanwhile,
and belching,
Kevin's
and my eyes are watering. I think I might be having it also. Paris
Think
with the
about-
foresight yet again.
Think about the joy of your magic castle. and
Someone's
let
got a
that
stretchy
protect you.
hand. Stretchy hand. It should be a stretchy hand, like one of those sticky hands from the 90s that
Okay.
everybody had.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's covered in hair and stuff as it comes back.
Yeah.
Is that always what happens?
Admittedly,
Yeah.
this is really hard to catch this thing. And because my beans were so bad, I'm gonna say you still don't quite catch it. What happens is your hand launches over to catch it and instead grabs the wall and pulls you over to it. Ugh. I'm not gonna make you like roll a grit or anything, but you've now moved from here to there, and you're up by the proscenium to retrieve.
So,
The
okay,
sprig.
I want to help you resolve this a little bit because at the end of my last turn, I was holding around Alex's waist in fear. So in my brain, when I cast my sticky hand spell, I took one arm off of him to cast it to catch this thing, and now I have been whipped off the back of his broom towards the wall. Do with that what you will.
Is that accurate?
I think it's funnier
Okay.
because remember, you weren't like riding the broom. You were just kind of draped over it. Because your friends helped, no consequences will be suffered from you going from here to there. But that's what I want to happen. It just feels right.
Okay, understandable.
You have some tea?
So you are now there.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh,
Do you need to grab
Rom,
some tea, Kevin? Are you okay? Do you need to grab some tea?
I think I'll make it, but I might do a
Okay.
break soon.
Okay.
Whatever has been going on with my sinuses this past weekend is God.
No, now been assaulted.
Okay. Braum is gone.
Worthless, Peppered.
The hob are gone. You basically landed where they just landed. And you pull up the sprig of a shrub with a very woody aroma, and now that you're closer to it, you can inspect it. It's needle-like leaves. It doesn't seem too weird like the others did. This one seems more familiar to you.
I turn back to Paris and I go, "Do I eat it?"
It's not as strong of. Chew on it. Maybe don't swallow it, but chew on it. See what that does.
Take a bite.
Cool. No effect yet. It's fine. So, I just real quick, I'm still gonna let you do this in turn because you know the adversity tokens shouldn't have happened. Roll flight for me, real quick.
Who, me?
Yeah. I'm okay.
A 2 + 1, also known as a 3.
Okay, you walk down the scallop steps and start making your way back to the group. So, great. I honestly don't remember where we left off with people, but I'm pretty sure it's dragons. So, oh man. Braum just left you guys with this thing. I just realized that's what happened.
I wanted to look, sorry,
Mhm.
where the back of the theater where Braum entered with his slop bucket.
Yes.
That's like up the audience steps and towards the back of the theater, correct?
Yeah, I guess you would say it's in your way a little bit, but that dragon is totally occupied by it.
Okay.
So you now can go up the other aisle that's like just off center, or you could go to the sides and make your way up some aisles as well. Or you could fly over.
I kind of point towards the door because Paris and Alex, you guys are right next to each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm running towards
Paris
you.
is approaching Alex, yes.
Yeah.
So I point at the door and I yell, "That's the exit!" And I start to book it up the side of the stairs around Bingley.
Hey, good thing your flight roll wasn't that great because you can just go that path now. All right. So that's what's happening. Let me check in with the dragons real quick. I'm rolling charms again. Man, this dragon is definitely gonna win. Oh wait, I rolled wrong. He rolled an 8. The other one rolled a 5. Yeah, okay. So Shade is done with Mr. Darcy, and Mr. Darcy, if anything, is going to go up the path and try to get in on that kibble as well. So Shade is done with the dragon and now turning back toward. I hate to say this, but I think it would be you more than anybody, JJ, because you are next to the horde. So he's going to roll flight to make his way over. Yeah. Oh, God. He rolled a 19. So, yeah, he is whipping it, and he is approaching you fast.
Oh, yeah. What roll do I roll to poop my pants?
I guess that would be
how far away did Alex? Damn it! Now I'm doing it. Did JJ get away from me?
JJ is now essentially at the front row of the seats, but he is all the way against the wall.
Okay, and so the dragon is effectively.
The dragon is, yeah. So the dragon is basically headed right for, like, where the proscenium meets the house.
Which one is it? Shade?
Shade, or big guy.
God damn it. Well, guess I gotta try to intervene.
I mean, there's all sorts of ways to do it.
Oh, I've got an idea. I got this broom. I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
And pretty much my goal is I'm gonna open this the smelly packet. I'm gonna try to catch up just in time and see if I can toss it into the nostril of the dragon.
Yeah, boy.
Awesome. Roll flight, because you got to catch up to this dragon.
Yeah. What am I looking for?
I mean, it rolled a 19, so let's say you got to beat that.
Okay, cool. I did, because I got a 19 plus 1.
Yeah, my boy! Awesome!
What's up? I got the coolest friends.
Yes. Okay, yeah. On the Cadillac of brooms, you dart that thing over there so fast. Yeah, so you can, with your comparatively little nimble abled body, can zip right over and cut it off. Now let's roll. Oh, I don't know what this would be to throw a bag of smells into a dragon's nostril. That's going to be pretty damn impressive. This is going to be another like high roll. Like I'll call this one 17. I'll let you pick whatever stat you want to pull this off.
I mean, I want to stick with flight because I feel like he's just like doing all as fast as he can. It's kind of a quick little, you know.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Then roll flight for me one more time.
Cool. Let's just see if I can get a super fantastic roll twice in a row. That's not as good. It's an 8 total. It's not as good.
Okay, you open the bag though, right?
I did.
And you sprinkle it out. You're trying to like throw flower petals into a small hole, and they're flower petals, so they just kind of like gingerly sprinkle out and go whatever random direction they want.
Yeah.
But they're out. So as punishment, I need you to roll a grit check.
That's fair.
And the dragon is gonna roll a grit check. But because this is a different kind of grit, how do I want to do it? Okay. I'm actually going to do this as a brains roll with disadvantage. Oh, it exploded on the first one. So let's just hope it don't do that a second time. Cool, it got a 6. And what did you get?
I'm at a 3.
Awesome. That both of those are lower than 8. So
Yeah.
you are kind of like coughing and wheezing at the. The good news is the dragon is as well, and it has no idea where it came from. It's one of these two new things that's right near it. And one of the things about Rue is it's known to repel many different animals, sometimes even ward off evil spirits with its horrible, horrible scent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, the herb itself is immune to effects like the basilisk's gaze, which we all know is mostly about like a venomous toxin-y kind of thing. So this would win in that fight. That dragon wants nothing to do with you guys. So its attention is suddenly very much off both of you.
Yes.
But it's not cowering, it's not running away in fear. It didn't roll that low. So you have an opportunity now, each of you, to roll flight or do whatever to get out of there.
I yell at Alex. I'm like, I'm slow, as I'm like running towards the door.
I'm gonna try to see if I can use magic to get him back on my broom. Just
okay. To pluck him out?
No, I think what I want to do is I was inspired by his sticky hand, see if I can get him to like become adhesive to it.
Oh
no. All right. This will be for 14 because you saw him do it.
I see. Can I see him conjuring a spell? And to help, I like jump in the air to make myself a bigger, easier target to assist.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Oh.
So 14, I'm gonna say it's a brawn roll because that's what he did, but you have an advantage because he's making himself an easier catch.
What is my brawn stat? Where is my page?
Can I roll?
I believe. Oh, it's a D6.
Oh, it's
your
my
D6.
It's not a good one.
Explode, buddy! You can do it. Explode.
Oh, I got a 1 on my first try, so that's a good sign. I got a 5.
Wait, but you have to get 6 or no?
He
Oh
has
no,
to
just
get-
kidding.
no,
Oh my god, no, you had a
D.
D6. Nah, I
much
forgot.
higher.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
So just
So
hit him with the broom.
yeah, you high five him right in the face. With a magical hand, which doesn't hurt
Oh wait,
that bad, but it's
wait. I
pah!
forgot to use my wand die because I forgot to.
But yeah,
This
you
is
were
a spell.
using your.
All
wand,
right,
that's-
let's go. Let's hope that explodes all the way up.
Okay, it didn't. We're fine.
Yes. Okay.
It's
Everybody
a
relax.
7.
Okay.
No.
So, JJ, go ahead and roll flight for me. I want to see how far you made it when this happened.
So, okay, that's fine. Flight it is. Come on, D8. Do something with your bad selves. Yes! Yes! 1 plus 1 is 2.
Great. You booked it up a couple of rows, and then you saw what was happening, so you turned around and stopped, and then jumped up in the air, so you didn't get very far laterally. That all tracks. Paris, what's going on? You are
Well,
essentially by yourself now.
right. I
Uh,
mean, I still have my little homemade flamethrower.
Mhm.
I was running up to them. They're trying to escape the dragon. Gosh, I mean, at this point, are they like close enough where the dragon could still chomp at them? Like, do I need to like use my little flamethrower to like hurt the dragon? Not hurt it, but like, just give it a little like little fire kiss on its tail, or
They are past the dragon to where it would have to make an effort to move to get them, but it could easily do that. So there
Okay.
is space between them, but not enough.
okay.
Which is to
So-
say, you can get in the way of the dragon as it kind of like you drop the
Yeah.
flowers, so it knows it doesn't want to be in that space, but you guys are leaving that space. So
Right.
Paris could intervene and get between her friends
Yeah.
and the dragon.
Great. That's what she's doing.
Great. Roll flight to see how quickly you run over there. Around all the tables and chairs and lamps.
It's a 1 plus a 1, so I got a 2.
Paris leisurely walks over out of frustration of like, I came here to help, and then everyone left.
Yeah.
So she's walking her way over, but she's got her hands ready with these spells. So that's good. So now it's time for the dragons. The other two, they're eating. We're not concerned about them anymore. But Shade is rearing his head back and seeing that all of the things that have been taken from his pile are in front of him.
Oh boy.
So he doesn't have far to go, so he's not going to make a flight roll. He's going to, he's going to swipe out at you guys. How about that?
Love it.
Oh,
Love
We
that.
die.
Yep.
It's been a
Hold
fun ride.
$16. Okay.
My armor
made
class
you
is a
all-
22, by the way.
Does he explode on every die? This is maddening.
Oh, you're right. He would have. No, he does not. I'm not having the dragons explode. No, he rolled 2 3s and a 10 from his D10. So he gets 3 D10s for fight.
Cool. Good thing we
He's
get
a-
one.
He's a big guy. Yeah, no, his stats are jacked. So I need
How
you
did
guys.
how did dragons feel about possums? Are they like horses with mice? Or
I have no idea. That's a very good question. I have no idea.
okay.
They probably would eat them if I'm really
Okay.
thinking about it.
All right, cool. I won't send Diamond. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, boys, you're dead. Sorry.
No,
Um,
girl. Stay here. You're okay.
Okay.
Not worth it.
So I just thought of something. He's still dealing with that smell, which I said was going to be a brains roll. So 8. He's a disadvantage with that. So I'm trying to find a way to make this easier, guys. Okay, 3. Great. So okay. So he swats out at you guys he can only go for one of you because he rolled so very poorly. The first one in front of him is Alex, who is on the broom and has to make a flight roll to beat his fight roll, which is 16.
You got this, buddy.
Sure.
Oh, I definitely failed. We'll get an adversity token back. Let's see.
Yeah, you failed earlier, Garrett. Yeah, with your crit fail.
You know what? I got a 14, which a +1. I have an adversity token. I can manage this.
Is that
Okay.
that's all you needed? Okay, perfect. Great.
That's all he needs.
Yeah. Down to 1 adversity token, but I used it and I'm free.
Ooh, white. That could be soap.
I don't know what I got, but I love it.
Is it
So,
marshmallow?
you
Yeah.
narrowly evade his claws.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say his claws. He this one snaps at you. He kind of like just leans forward to snap at you. But he doesn't get you because you evade in which direction?
Which way is the exit closer to?
It'd be behind you, or depending on how you're facing, toward JJ.
Yeah, toward JJ. Yeah. That makes the most sense.
Great. Because you match, I'm not gonna say you like dart away, but you're now with your friend JJ. Hey.
Cool.
Woo!
So, JJ, Alex caught up to you.
I don't know what happened to me after the botched attempt to get me out of the room because my headphones disconnected. So I'm just gonna start talking, and if I'm wrong, tell me I'm in a different position.
Like you got a high five to the face with magic purple essence. No damage, but it was kind of weird.
Great, love it.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'm gonna turn towards the dragon.
And you're disoriented accordingly.
Love it. I'm gonna turn towards the dragon, take the staff in my hand with the white stone on top, and I'm gonna stick it into the ground, and I'm gonna yell, "You shall not pass!" And I'm gonna make it really, really bright in the room. I'm gonna try and all of the light that we have been conjuring and thinking about in that one class. I'm basically trying to remember the scene from Lord of the Rings when Gandalf becomes Gandalf the White, and the screen goes like bright white in the theaters.
Technically,
Yeah.
the book
That
says
movie's not out yet,
pass.
and the movie's not out yet. You're right.
Correct.
I say the correct.
But you're referencing it
quote.
from the book. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's from the book, you guys, which came out earlier.
Love this. Okay, this should
Okay.
be all right. You've been practicing light spells this whole time, so that's easy. But you are trying to fill a room.
So think about it like this. I'm trying to pull all of the light. How about this? With
Yeah.
my strength, I'm trying to pull all of the light from the crown molding and focus it in one place right on his head.
Okay. I will let you make. Are you telling me this is a brains roll? Is that what you're saying to me?
No, with like my muscles, my metaphysical muscles. I'm pulling the light from the crown molding.
All right, I'll give it to you because you are doing the Gandalf thing where, like, you are hammering this thing down and holding ground. So yeah, you're putting all of your might, all of the brawn that you have into the energy of this staff. So yeah, I will give you brawn because this is a big moment in a franchise that you love reading. I'm even going to give you advantage. And the good news is because you have been practicing these light spells, all you's got to do, my friend, is hit an 8. You should be able to pull this off.
I can do this in my sleep because I get to use my magic die as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. I get advantage. Let's just see. Yep. So I got an 11 plus 1. So I got 12.
12. Beautiful. You cast an array of lights, and the whole room lights up and shimmers. It feels like that fire. But Paris, I wanted to check in with you real fast. You also were on your way over to do your thing. I'm going to say you've caught up to where you need to be to make this spell effective. Do you want to go ahead with your flamethrower tactic?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just need you to roll a grit for me to make sure that you drop the can of hairspray. So just need to beat and you've been leisurely walking over, so just don't roll. I won't say it this way anymore, Garrett. I just need you to beat a 2.
I got an 8.
She's not cursed like I am.
Fire is now emitting among the light. So we have a winged beast, fire catching the proscenium walls, so smoke and glistening light. It is the Balrog meets the Gandalf staff moment. It is happening, and you push back the beast. The two of you together. Well, let me confirm this. I'll roll his grit real quick, which is pretty darn good. Sorry, what did you roll, Garrett?
Do I get to add +3 because I'm using the staff?
It wasn't a charm roll. It was
Okay, so then it's just a 12.
It was a 12. And what did you have, Paris?
I had an 8 for my grit.
Yeah, so that makes 20, and 20 is bigger than 14. So yeah, you guys push back to the beast. He does not pass.
Yes.
Cool. Should we start passing?
Guys?
We should pass. We should definitely get the pass out of here. Fly us, fools.
Fly us, fools.
I don't know if you can tell, but this is a new special that you've just unlocked. Good job.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah. All right. Paris, roll flight for me. Real quick.
Oh, God.
And JJ, roll. What are you
flight?
waiting till like? Yeah.
3.
3. Paris is holding ground and leisurely. JJ. So you've caught up now with JJ. Both of you together are holding this thing back, but you've got to pass and let go at some point. But Alex is near you. You're all together.
To Alex, I say, put the leaves in its nose with your magic stuff.
The leaves are already through his nose.
Yeah, but put them in his nose.
He's obviously paralyzed with fear. Come on.
It's pinned between a wall of fire, blinding light that it does not like, and the smell behind him.
Okay. So we know the smell is all the way back there. Those leaves. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta use. Just get him in its nose. Push it back. We have to leave.
Breathe out of your mouth. Don't breathe out of your nose. You don't have to smell it.
Here's what I want to do. I'm gonna fly by on the broom real fast. And I want to using my wand, go through the leaves and kind of create a tornado of them, pull them up, and just kind of get them to swirl around and follow me back through and swirl the dragon.
I need you to make 2 rolls for me, and
Cool.
I cannot wait for them. 1, you know it. It's flight, to see if you race over there and pull off this daring maneuver.
Cool.
The good news is 11 to start. Great.
Yeah.
Cool. So you cautiously, for you, head over there. Take a wide berth around the dragon so you can get behind it to where the bristles of the broom are in the area, because you can smell that you're in the right spot.
Yeah.
And you're going to pull a maneuver. So with your wand now, you need to do a charm roll. And because you're on this broom, you get the same benefits that JJ had. You've been pulling sweet tricks on this thing.
Right.
So you get a +3 to your charm roll.
Oh, it's a good charm roll. I didn't explode, but very, very close. I got. Double check the bonuses. Oh, and this is with a wand. So let me add some more math. Second. With an exploding wand.
Ooh.
22.
All
My
right.
God. Yeah, you whip the aroma of the room into a frenzy, and it's like you've made a cloud of this scent, just wafting it in a very controlled direction right towards the dragon. And it is pinned between that smell that is now engulfing it and the sensory like deprivation in front of it, and has no place to go other than to seek shelter inside the orchestra pit. And it does just that.
Yes.
So it's cowering now inside the orchestra pit. Yeah.
All right, let's get out.
It was so high, I'm not even gonna make the dragon stats or whatever. That was awesome. So yeah, now with one last flight roll, you can head back to your friends, but you guys can put down the wall of fire and light if you want. It's up to you.
I grab Paris's shoulder and I kind of turn and I'm like, "Let's go!" And
my last flight roll was a 3. Apparently, I used all my cool stuff.
Oh, no.
All right, so you coast over slowly to. Well, I mean, how are you going about it? Are you going toward them or around the wall again, or?
Oh, once I finished that, I was going to go straight out. This was like, all right, we got this. Let's kind of shout out, and we go.
Yeah, so as you approach the wall of heat and light, you are a little bit like your broom doesn't want to get in that mix. It's throwing off your flight patterns of all of the hot air. So you for the first time get kind of wobbly on it. It's so low that I think I'm going to have you roll a brawn check to make sure that you can hold on to it.
No, I'm not losing this one. I lost my real one. I'm not losing this one.
No.
Uh-oh.
No. No.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
You plummet to the ground, and you're going to take a hit, so roll grit.
Yeah. Wait.
Sorry.
Wait, I rolled the wrong dice. That was my grit dice. Hold up. Hold up.
Yes. Oh
I'm
man,
sorry,
the roller
I rolled the
coaster of
wrong dice.
emotion.
Okay, that was a 3.
Oh,
All right,
my God.
you lose your grip and you fall off of the broom, but you don't hit the floor super hard to where you or Frisket are going to have any consequence. Well, you do because you rolled a 1 for your grit. Now I know that. So, yeah, you kind of land on your ankle a little bit funny to now you're the limping one, not Paris anymore. And you did it. Huh? Oh, it's coming down on top of you. So it falls and bops you on the head. So you've taken two small falls. You know, one of yours and one of the brooms. And you've done it near a wall of, well, you're under the fire now. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
So, do you guys want to put down your wall now?
Yeah, I take down my wall and I'm like, Alex, that was good. What happened?
Can we grab his broom? Can one of us grab his
it's like
broom
on
instead?
top of him. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to grab the broom and say, come on, buddy. Let's go.
Ankle. My ankle really
grab-
hurts.
You were amazing.
Uh-huh. Cool. We can talk about it later.
Pick Alex up and I put him on the back of the broom next to Paris.
Roll brawn.
Great. Here it is. 11.
Okay. And Paris, did you mount the broom?
Yeah, I'm on the broom.
Roll brawn for me as well. So JJ awkwardly hoists Alex back onto the broom. It's a little like, how do you? Okay, so you pick him up, and now he's sitting sideways, and you're trying to, but he can do it himself. But you're trying to help, and it's just like you quite can't get him on the broom a bit. It's weird.
I got
You're teenage boys, and you're struggling, and you got a
JJ,
6.
stop
And
moving your
meanwhile,
legs.
because you guys are fighting with the one side of the room, the other side of the room is now fighting with Paris, who's having a difficult time getting herself, which should be an easy enough task. And she could do it if you guys would just sit still. And as this is happening, a glowing point appears next to you in the wall, hovering in the air. It's subtle, but it's there. And your eyes recognize it as the tip of a shining knife. It descends and tears open the space in front of you. There's a soft light emanating from the other side of this gap that is being made in the ether. And
what a subtle knife.
As you gaze into it and the opening widens, the light forms itself into rows, like a landing strip, and a bodiless voice beckons you all to come through.
Great.
Sure.
This isn't creepy. I jump through the portal.
Awesome.
Guess we're dead now. And I jump.
Walk into the light. So we're on the broom. So and I'm gonna say, Paris,
you're gonna say what? I'm sorry, you
Say
cut
that
out.
sentence one more time.
Yeah, just repeat it for us.
the two of you are on the broom. Do you decide to go with
Oh yeah.
both of you?
We're gonna go.
Great.
Yeah.
You fly through, and once all of you are through, Professor Phillips pinches his fingers at the top of the glowing tear and runs them down the length of it to seal it up. And you know it's worked when the fiery roar on the other side has silenced, and you are left in an uncanny silence. In every direction, the warm copper haze of the candle smoke around you seems endless, as does the bare stone floor. Aside from the twin rolls of candles flickering on and off in sequence, the only thing occupying the rooms are yourselves, Professor Phillips, and the thick tension of his frustration. He quickly sheathes the knife and quickly scolds the three of you.
Nope, I beat her to it. Is Ani okay?
She's in the infirmary, and you should count yourselves very lucky. What were you doing?
Which one is Professor Phillips?
When you first arrived to the school, you received letters signed by Professor P. Phillips.
But we hadn't met him yet, or had we?
You hadn't met him. And then when you approached the school on your very first night, as you were entering from the shuttles, he was the one guiding everyone. Okay. He's bald, but with white hair on the sides, steely blue eyes, and he wears like a dusty cloak over a very high-collared suit. Like everything is high and tight. The tie is not this short collar, like everything's up here. His vest, it's all up here.
I was looking for my friend.
I led them down there.
You pulled us, man, through that subtle knife, Phillips. If that's what you're going after.
Yeah. Wink.
Okay.
He says, color me not surprised by your actions. This group's recklessness has been noted already. On your first night, and now this. I expected more trouble from each of you, especially the group of you. I did not expect it to escalate so quickly, where you could be in such grave danger. What were you thinking?
What were you thinking having dragons under the school?
That's a good point.
Ask me how many students have been in danger of these dragons before. Go ahead.
At least 3.
Professor, I've been to a lot of schools. I've been to a lot of schools, and I've never been to a school where they've had dragons under the school.
And I've had a lot of students. I've had a lot of students. And I've never, ever had to be this concerned for you before. You broke into the labyrinth, and you stole an animal. You were trying to steal one of the dragons? Is that it?
I was looking for my friend.
No,
did you find him?
Looking for me.
Yeah, I did.
They were looking for me.
Congratulations.
You didn't know the dragons were down there.
No, you didn't, did you? You went in unprepared. You had no idea what was at stake. You had no idea what you were doing. And because of that, the consequences are one of your friends is in grave danger.
What do you mean, danger still?
She's in the infirmary.
But she ate
And
those leaves to help
admittedly,
her.
go on.
I thought she ate those leaves to help her.
What leaves?
I ate those leaves to help me, and I still feel fine.
What leaves?
Guys, they were like
It's
black
called
leaves.
Heal all.
Do you still have? Do you? Oh, thank God. Does anyone else have any strange, unusual plants that they're not familiar with? They like to tell me about.
You got one that smells like
Now's
poop.
the time.
Kind of like your attitude.
Yeah, there's a poop smelly one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like yellow petals.
I
It's
don't
in
smell
there.
any. I don't smell
I
any
think-
poop, so I just
JJ,
assume you're screwing
Didn't
with
you
me.
have some
again.
brambles, JJ?
Oh yeah, I hold up the little stick that Anahit threw at me.
It's like a
Oh,
bramble.
The twig.
He snatches it out of your hand and then examines
Okay.
it and goes,
Impolite.
"You can keep your rosemary. It's fine."
I understand that you're upset. This school has a lot of secrets and a lot of places where people can wander away. I was afraid for my friend's safety after we found another animal underneath the school. So I went to find him. We didn't know there were going to be dragons down there. And admittedly, why do you have dragons at a place filled with kids?
It's not your concern.
It is
Your
my
concern. Your concern
Oh boy.
is to go to class and to learn magic. My concern is the well-being of students. If someone went wandering away into dangerous territory and you were concerned for them, you bring it to a member of my staff. You understand?
So they can what? Yell
You
at us?
understand that I'm upset. Do you understand me now?
I understand that you're upset. Yeah,
Oh,
I understand.
boy.
That
Do
this
you
is a pretty-
understand the next time that you are in fear of one of your classmates' lives, you tell a member of my staff?
Okay. Wasn't afraid for his life.
Well, then
I
you shouldn't. All the more reason you shouldn't have been down there. I am so angry, not at you, but at myself and my staff for not doing this sooner. It is long overdue, and we're only on the third night, but it is long overdue. Detention. And with that, he snaps his fingers to summon one of the Hob. The Nisa, Nicholas, who recognizes the four of you from earlier, and says, thank God you all made it out alive. I'm so sorry. We had to step away. Can I get you anything? Alex, I remember you really liking birch beer. Would you
That's
want
the
to calm your
correct
nerves?
response. Thanks so
Actually
much
love
for
it.
asking about our well-being
Okay,
after we almost got
I'll get
eaten
you
by
that.
dragons. That's so
So
nice of you.
frustrated by your continuing to disrespect his authority, and that Nicholas is completely undermining everything he just tried to accomplish with you guys. He gets super frustrated and he says, "No, I'll just do it myself." And he decides to escort you to detention the old-fashioned way.
I'll take that birch beer later.
Professor Phillips pushes on the smoky air behind him, but his fingers land on a stony surface. And soon the smoke is joined by dust, and then light from a crack in a glowing door taking form. And it's as if the vacant space around you is a spell that is ended to reveal a vacant yet unremarkable hollow room. Each of you, following his direction, unless you really want to fight him on this, step out from the bewildering nothingness to a very familiar space between the cafetorium and the classrooms to the east side of the school. And I can point it out on the map if you like.
It's fine. I've been to
You're
detention
right
before,
here.
boys. It's not a
If you
big
guys
deal.
Look at your
Detention
map.
isn't a
There
big
was this
deal.
room that had
Oh.
no doors before, and you're coming out.
Wow.
It is.
Cool. So Paris, sorry, I want to make sure that they heard you.
Oh, I said it's not a big deal. I've been here before, so to so many detentions before. It's chill.
I wish I had a book.
So he leads you up and around the corridors that you first entered the front door, making sure that each one of you was in tow. And the last thing that as you bend around the corners, you see this portrait of a kind of odd-looking but handsome man in a wheelchair, clothes, behind you, and then you guys leave the doors.
Can we
they
see
close
Anahit before we
behind
go to
you.
detention? Please?
She's. I assure you, she is fine.
I
and there's
don't
nothing you need to
care
do for
about
her.
your assurances. I want to see
And
her
I
with
don't
my
care
own
about your
eyes.
concerns either.
JJ, just
As
leave
you've
it.
been passed around the east side of the aggravated focus time to speak under your breath to one another, but you are walking along the east side of the school.
Okay.
Through the forest.
I hope
Oh, we're
she's
walking
okay.
through the forest now.
Yeah.
Okay.
She should be okay.
And he's
Yeah,
got
she should
Nicholas
be
behind
fine.
you. Nicholas is cool with you guys, so you guys can talk freely, but Nicholas is making sure that you guys don't run.
Yeah, don't worry about it, JJ. Don't sweat it. I'm sure she's gonna be fine.
I'll be okay.
Oh, are you talking about the girl?
Yeah.
Oh, she's fine. Brom, we all took real good care of her. We got her straight to Nurse Nedra, who was admittedly a bit surprised by her physiology, but knew what the right thing to do was. And she's healing now. It's just taking a bit longer than usual.
We don't know how long we're going to be in detention. Can you let her know that
But we're okay?
we're okay?
Oh, of course. Yeah,
And that
absolutely.
We're hoping for a speedy recovery.
Guys, did you not hear? Brom took her there.
I'll tell her.
She's doing just fine.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you when you're older, JJ.
I'm not... We're like the... Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah. And he kind of like leans over you. She did mention something about really wanting to
Really wanting to. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
to neck him. That's the lingo, right?
Oh.
Neck
Okay.
him? Oh, I get it.
Oh, you little
I didn't know they had a thing.
Oh. Hey, I didn't either. I mean, I saw them at the party, but there was a party. I didn't think it was. No one. Rob doesn't really open like that. I assumed he was drunk, but no birch beer for him.
Oh, about that birch beer. Just whenever you can get that.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. So you now arrive to a modest-sized, somewhat worn-down structure, one that looks kind of like a large tool shed, or perhaps a storage for the groundskeeping of the park, or a boathouse for the nearby lake. Inside, however, you open the door, Professor Phillips opens the door and gestures for you all to enter. Which, tell me now if you don't.
Oh, no.
I do.
Who's first to enter?
I'll do it.
Perfect. So, on your many adventures that you've had at this, I'm sure nothing prepared you for the most blasé, normal, antiquated classroom that any of us could probably imagine and haven't seen since elementary school. You all know exactly what I'm talking about. This has chipped linoleum flooring, drywall ceiling panels, cheap metal and wood desks that have kind of been battered a bit, a bulky filing cabinet desk for the teacher with a rotary phone on top of it, chalkboards, one of them that's on wheels, and a wall-mounted pencil sharpener.
What is this, 1980?
JJ runs over to the pencil sharpener and just starts like doing it, sharpening. Oh,
Says, well, I'm glad you're having fun. Enjoy yourselves. And he shuts the door with a. He's so pissed, like the loudest thud, and he like makes like the lock as loud as he possibly can, which is kind of petty, but he does it. The desk is occupied by a warlock who you have not met before, who himself is occupied by a fantasy novel.
what's
Occupying
he reading?
the students. Huh?
What's he reading?
I can't make perception checks, so let me look that up.
So just look with your eyes.
So yeah. Sorry, give me a sec. This book has a ribbon. He is reading. It's a book called Fillory and Further.
Oh.
I don't know if you've heard of it. If you want more details, I can give you one. He occupying the students' desks, because you're not alone here, are two boys that you've never met before and a chicken.
Cool.
So you're in the space. Any questions?
Wait. Give me a second.
Mhm.
Which
What's
one used
happening?
Cadus?
They both look at each other and start laughing. Oh, I'm so mad at him right now. He should be here. Like, really. No, but I'm the one who did the thing. Like, I mean, yeah, but eggs, like, ah. Sorry, Charlie Soren. And
Whoa.
the guy from behind his book is like, pipe down, and gets back to it.
I kind of kneel down at the chicken and look in its eyes, and I say, "Did you guys turn somebody into a chicken? Is that why you're in detention?"
How have we not thought of that? Honestly, I'm glad that no one's thought of it yet. Don't tell Cadus. I wanna do that to him. Oh my god, that'd be perfect. Please do that. Please, Soren, please turn him into a chicken. Yeah. And then make them fight? No, that's a bit much, but we'll see. We'll see how much he brags about getting away with it this time. The chicken is owned by Soren, who has light skin and an upturned nose. And his pet chicken, he goes, oh, that's Goldilocks, by the way.
Love that.
Yeah. And Charlie has a long face and dark matted hair. And yeah, that's him. So these are the two guys. I was going to tell you that there's not much to do in detention except let your mind wander. You've all returned, Brad.
Yeah, let's go.
So, yeah. So I'll let you guys take it for a moment.
Wait, who's Cadus?
Yeah, what's the joke there? I don't know. I don't recognize these names.
Cadus is the class troublemaker. Yeah. And we're his friends, so I'm reformed, says Soren. I'm gonna start giving them voices so you can distinguish them. Yeah. I'm reformed. I'm just his friend, and I struck a truce that I would not turn him in, but I wouldn't stop him either. So that's because I was the class troublemaker for the longest time, but then Cadus showed up, and honestly, he's a natural talent.
And yet he's not here.
Alex, you met this kid before?
Only heard legends.
What?
You've all seen him at least once.
He's the one that
if you
figured out how
guys-
to get on the roof.
He's the guy. These three are the ones who figured out that they could get to the roof using the staircase.
Okay.
Yeah. So Cadus is this Polish kid. He decided living on his own. He didn't need anybody's help, and he went to Hollywood. He tried to be a big Hollywood star there, and he kind of got caught by the wizarding people in Hollywood. And they, because he's this orphan, there was no school to send him to, so he ended up coming here. And now he wreaks his havoc here at Havenheart.
Wait, he got caught by the wizarding people in Hollywood? Why did they catch him?
I mean, you live on the streets for so long, causing disarray and making trouble for the mundane. Someone's bound to notice you.
Mm. What was he doing to the mundane?
I mean, he's just kind of a prankster. I mean, he never does anything that causes permanent damage, but he just likes to see if I've got notes on his actual specific things this kid has done. But he just likes to pull pranks and cause mischief, and he thought he could make a bit of a show out of it. Yeah, I think he was trying to be on Hollywood Boulevard. Thought he could just get attention. He just wants attention. I do not know.
That's fine.
So the professor pops up and he goes, "Pipe down." And they seem harmless, but you don't know what damage you're doing, right? And they go, "Yes, Professor Grosswater." Back to his book.
Grosswater. What did you guys do to get in here?
I painted a smiley face on the ceiling. Big deal. They didn't like me defacing the school, I guess. He did it over one of the sigils. It's whatever. The phone on the desk rings. Did anyone catch that? That was weird?
That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Professor Grosswater waves his hand over his a ribbon to mark the page, and sets it down to pick up the receiver. He hangs up. Professor Ghostwater, I'm already how damaged? What does it sound like mending? He looks at Charlie. What exactly did you do? Yes. Lost languages, I understand. And he looks at the telephone as if he's never seen it before. He picks it up and he checks the underside of it and he sets it back down. He goes, yeah, but what do I dial? You just can't tell me? He stands up to the rolling chalkboard and at the front of the room. Of course I can. Well, what's the number? And he writes down 5537-705 on the chalkboard. And then continues his conversation. Yeah, got it. And flips the chalkboard over so that none of you can see it before sitting back down. He leans against the wall, staring through the board as he finishes his phone call and says, No, I have it. You see why this is confusing. I'll be there in a moment. And he hangs up the phone. He grumbles to himself, or to the phone, really. Nothing can ever be straightforward here. And then immediately starts dialing it himself while adjusting the room. Students, I am needed elsewhere at the moment. I will return, but I can't leave you unattended. And he looks downward and he thinks for a moment before resuming. We'll have to lock you inside. Last number. The phone casing flies up and back like a jewelry box opening.
Mm-hmm.
And he stands up and now looks at the whole group, waving his hands to lock the doors. I or another professor will be here soon. I suggest you make peace. He reaches downward to the phone and teleports away. The sudden vacuum of his absence.
Yeah, he said make peace.
We're gonna die
That's what he
here.
said.
With our creator?
He reaches downward to the phone and teleports away. Sudden vacuum and pulls a gust of air toward the desk, and the phone casing snaps shut on top of it. Did you uttering out make peace? And Soren he says that a lot.
Do you know what kind of sigil you graffitied over, Smarty McSmarty Fins? Because you know when you like write over a sigil or like erase it, it like nulls it. It makes it invalid, right? Those
And
are kind
I
of
made
important.
it a smiley face to call forth joy for everyone. Put everyone in a good mood.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, Paris, he was putting everybody in a good mood with a painted smiley face.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now that that's how you like open portals or allow like demons or other bad outside forces in. Like, come on, man. We've all seen Buffy or Charmed in this time frame.
Contemporary.
Nice. Soren's like, I told you. And he goes, like I can do anything to hurt this school, really.
It's not that hard.
And he feels bad. Like you can tell inside he feels bad. You're maybe not sure what about, but he's feeling it. Poor kid.
So how many times has Cadus ridden a dragon here?
I sort of
What
roll
did he
my
tell
eyes
you?
at Alex.
Soren's like, did he tell you that?
No. I'm just trying to see how his legend stacks up.
I mean, Cadus likes to show off, and I'm sure he's done a great many, but nothing of real consequence, nothing of true legend. Where are my
I suppose that's why we're all here and he's up there, huh?
Alex, come on, man.
I'm sorry, what? What are you implying?
I'm just saying we're here for...
You're here because you got caught doing whatever you did.
He's right.
What were we doing again?
saving your butt.
We rode a dragon. We rode a dragon. Many of us rode, I think, a couple different dragons, if I'm recollecting correctly.
Did
We're,
you ride Shade's Brahms dragon? That stuck-up kid?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. That's way better than turning someone into a chicken. Did you ride Shade?
No, not Shade. We rode the other two.
No, I did put some stuff right into his nose.
Oh my, that's amazing.
Booped him right in the snoot.
Oh, he should totally be hanging out with. Yeah, that's incredible. I think that's way better than me defacing the defensive magic room. Like,
we shouldn't have been in there at all. We shouldn't have been in there at all. I mean, yeah, it was a fun adventure. Anahit almost died. Like, I don't even know why they keep dragons at this stupid school. But like, man, I thought for a second there, I thought you were gonna get eaten. I thought I was gonna get eaten. That was scary.
Nicholas pops in to the room and says, "All right, don't tell anyone I'm here. Don't tell anyone I'm here." And he, all right, you just don't rat me out. Be cool. And he hands Alex a pitcher of butterbeer, a birch beer, and he says, "So I just checked on Anahit and Brahm. Anahit's fine. She's just gonna take some time for herself," and looks at Paris, and I think she's gonna be much better, in a much better place. Brahm's taking good care of her. I didn't mean it like that. Everything is fine.
Oh, they're like together. Oh,
You didn't hear from me, and he pops out.
I had no idea.
You guys feel better now? I mean, yeah, we put her life in danger, but like, at least
we also put her in a better place.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
Some of this birch beer is really good.
Yeah. I sit down and take a look at him and say, I earned this. I take a too large drink. I drink like half of your fucking birch beer. And I give it back.
You feeling okay, JJ? You never felt anything after you chewed on that. I don't even know what it was. It looked like an evergreen needle or something.
He said it was rosemary.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what that
The two
does.
boys. The two boys have been talking, and they hear what you say. They pop up. They go, "Oh, rosemary. That's basic. That's remembering. It's a good herb for remembering." You guys said you rode a dragon. Is that?
Yeah, I like sit down, cool with my mug. Yeah, we rode a dragon.
Really? Like the whole school got in a frenzy over me painting his ceiling, and the Grosswater's gone. You're right. I don't think he's coming back either. We might be in here for the long night. I can't.
What do you mean?
I can't stay.
The long night.
Like,
you said someone would be back in a minute.
No one. Yeah. No professor leaves detention. They have to keep an eye on us to make sure that we, don't kill each other.
Wait.
We're the bad kids. Remember?
So you're saying?
Look, we and Cadus, we've been in detention a lot. We've never had a professor leave before.
Do you think that the school... Can you get Nicholas back here?
I can't call the guy.
Do you think the school is in danger?
Oh, wait, I know. And I chugged
finish the beer. Yeah.
Oh man, I could sure use a refill.
Oh man, I would love it if that worked, but they don't take care of detention. Like they don't. They're not in charge of serving this space.
That was my best guess.
Yeah, if anything, they're told to avoid this area nights, but most of the time.
I'd go over to the phone and I pick up the
Mhm.
phone and I just listen to the receiver.
There is a dial tone.
I mean, we're in New Jersey, right? Can we just dial 911? You guys know what that is, right? The U.S. It means it's like trouble. You call up emergency services. You want to?
I don't want to call a bunch of mundane police over here to get yelled at and also get us in more trouble and get all their
Soren-
memories erased.
Soren has this bewildered look on his face, and Charlie chimes in and goes, I've got this. That's not a real phone. It won't call anyone. It's like in-house, you know? It's an internal line, if you know what I mean. And I guarantee no one from the mundane world gonna make it here.
Okay, is there
Trust
like
me
a
on
house
that.
operator number if you like know so much about these like phones that are interconnected,
Well,
Dial 1.
or like star or pound or 0?
okay, you dial 1, and the voice on the other side says, please dial a full number and then your extension.
Shoot.
I got the first couple numbers of what he dialed, 55375. Did anybody remember the second half?
I turn
Couldn't
around
you put
behind
it on the
me
back of the?
and I just flip the chalkboard over.
Yeah.
Great.
Let's call it.
Written on the chalkboard is 5537-705.
Dash.
I dial those numbers.
Got it.
We're sorry. This number is not in service. Please dial again.
I do
What did you-
1. Oh, sorry. I turned everybody. I say the number says it's not in service, and I kind of hold the phone up like.
What number did you dial?
That one.
553.
Oh, no, that's not it.
Well, what's
Okay.
that then?
I'm sorry. Then what is?
I don't know. It's not the number. Believe me, I've tried.
Okay.
I-
And there's no doors in this place, right?
There
Well, you
is a
said
door, but it is
There has to be a
locked.
door but he locked it. Can we unlock it and use our magic?
It is magically locked by a talented wizard.
Bobby pins don't work.
Charlie says, no, bobby pins don't work. I really like your style, though.
I try the number. I try the number backwards.
Backward. Okay.
Or upside down.
So you try 507-7355.
Yeah.
Did he add a dash in the first time?
The number you dialed is not in service.
I think
How do
you need
add
a dash. I don't
Okay.
look on the little thing. Is there a dash somewhere? He said there was a dash. 5537-705. Try it, because maybe 705 is the extension.
There is no dash on a standard rotary phone. The 0 serves as a pound and star, I believe, on a rotary phone, but not a dash.
I just thought it was a magic phone.
Sorry, Alex had an idea. I want to make sure everyone gets a fair play. What was your idea, Alex?
Well, if it was on the thing and it was on the backside, it was upside down. What does it look like when it's upside down? Does that have?
When Alex flips the chalkboard over the same way that the professor had, the same way that you can type words on a calculator, it reads SOL-LESS.
Soulless. That's not great. What the heck? I dialed then. Where's my T9?
5.
When you
5,
say that, Alex, Charlie perks up because he's never
What?
thought of that.
Soulless?
I dial 7, 6, 5,
4, 3,
3.
2,
7. 7?
And because you were chewing on the remembrance herb, you remember he dialed
No. Yeah.
8 times.
Okay,
So
do it 8 times.
Charlie goes, the extension.
What's the extension? 1, 0. What's the extension?
Flip
Flip it over.
Yeah.
I turn it over. What is it? 7.
Under the phone is a sticky note taped down with Scotch tape from the desk. And it says 1, Grand Cafetorium, 2, Solarium, 3, Teacher's Lounge, 4, Planetarium, 5, Valerium, 0, Havenhurst Atrium.
I read them all off to everybody. Which one? Who do I want to talk to? Oh, Grand Cafetorium for the Hob, right?
I can get a refill.
I dial 0. Oh, no, wait, Grand Cafetorium was 1. I dialed 1.
Well, where
You
we
dialed
going?
0.
Where are we
You dialed
going?
0. The box of the phone flies open in your hand, so really the bottom drops out, and a wooden nickel hits the floor and rolls over towards Paris's feet.
Wooden nickel. Okay. I'm gonna pick it up.
As you bend down, Charlie goes, "Don't pick it up! Don't pick it up. Take me with you."
Who said that?
Soren? Charlie.
Okay.
He looks back at Soren. Soren has got his hands back. He goes, "This is incredible, but I'm reformed now. I'm going to serve my time. Have fun."
We think the school might be in danger.
Yeah, we gotta get out of
Great.
here, kid.
All the reason for me not to get involved. Charlie, I really recommend against it. Are you kidding me? This is my one chance to really do something for this school. I'm in, but we all have to touch it at once.
Yeah,
it's
we
a
gotta-
stone skip. You guys know what that is, right?
It's a teleporter.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that before.
Yeah. So we grab hands, and I say, "What room did you paint over the sigil in?"
Please let me come with you. I'll fix it. I'll fix.
Okay.
The teachers probably have already fixed it. It was paint. It's paint. They do magic. They can just wisp it off, I'm sure. They got Grosswater to go do it. I'm sure he can fix it.
You have to help.
Okay. Scout's honor. Huh? You guys know what that is?
I look at the other two.
Yeah, I was in Girl Scouts. I went through daisies and brownies. We had that in California.
Okay. Cool. So I can come?
What do you guys think?
Yeah. No, you seem all right.
Yeah, you're an eager beaver.
Great. He grabs your hands and he kind of like gestures like, "Okay, now you can pick it up." And Soren says, "Have fun, whiz kids."
It's a good name.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
touching
ready
it.
to go. Yeah.
Yep, let's do it.
Wow.
Everybody touching it. JJ, touch it. We're touching it.
One
JJ.
person just has to touch it, and we disappear.
And you disappear. The sensation of teleportation seems especially strong. All 4 of you travel by a very small skipstone and arrive in a very small space. The air pushed away by your arrival smashes into the dirt walls surrounding you.
Shit.
The vestibule, you are all crowded in. Before you,
it's
before
hop-sized.
you it's not op-sized. You essentially land on like what I would call a porch or an entryway that's got a bit of a covering on it, surrounded by columns that are holding back dirt walls. These ornate columns are paired with ornate doors with geometric designs of what looks like a pillar or staff with a cut gem on top, beaming light out in opposite directions. And there's not much else to see. So at this moment, I'm going to point out to Alex that seems familiar to you, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And JJ, that seems familiar to you, yes?
I hold the staff in my hand and look at it.
When you do that, Alex, now you don't have a dragon to worry about. You can take a moment. You've seen that staff before.
Oh, was it in with the other place?
Yes, it was.
Hmm.
And we'll find out what that means and where you've arrived next time on Dungeons and Detention.
Ooh.
We finally went to detention. It only took
Did
us
we
3
take
days.
Soren or Charlie with us?
You took Charlie.
Alright.
Charlie Nemo.
So
Is his name.
Soren's just chilling with
Nemo.
Goldilocks back home. Okay, cool.
Yes. Yeah, he's staying with his familiar.
Cool.
Charlie, he doesn't have any familial baggage, and he's up for an adventure like you.
Cool.
And so Charlie Nemo is joining you. Whew, that was a close cut, guys. But I knew you could figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Soulless. Gosh. That's, man. Good.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah, I have
dark.
it written on the back of my thing. It's like when people write like boobies on the calculators.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I
and
remember.
it should go without saying where you are, surrounded by dirt walls. Sides is very dark. Again, you guys keep finding yourselves in very dark places.
That's
In
the nature of the
dungeons,
game,
you
baby.
could say.
Mm-hmm.
Good game. That was fun.
Yeah.
I forgot to use
Oh,
my
that had
reroll.
fun.
I should have used my reroll earlier. Totally forgot.
Oh, I
Oh.
forgot about that too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well.
Well. I might break the rule on whether or not you have it rolled over. But before we get to that craziness, let's talk about tonight's craziness. Find out who gets inspiration tonight. What were your favorite moments, guys?
Ooh, man, there's a lot.
Most of it was fighting dragons.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
I really liked Paris with the flamethrower.
Yeah.
That was a great
Amazing.
moment.
Oh,
That Andy Katulik inspiration right there.
Right.
So it happens with your brother as a pyromaniac when he's like a teenager.
My old roommate used to do that all the time.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I felt so bad I led everyone away from you because I was like, oh no, wait, I really want her to. I was really rooting for
That's
Flamethrower.
It's
No,
fine.
I made it happen in the end. I was not going to deny you that. Because yes,
Okay.
that is an inspired moment.
That was great. I loved that. Good on you, man. I for Kevin, just for you, I don't know. I just enjoyed fighting the dragons. I thought the placement of the room was really cool, and the detail was really cool with the stage. I could really see that. So that was super fun.
I liked the
Oh,
leaves
man.
spinning around, kind of like Tasmanian Devil, the yellow leaves or yellow petals.
Yeah,
That was
That
cool.
was clever.
that was cool.
That was something. I wouldn't have thought of that. Very nice.
The corset was a cool idea too. Like
Yes,
the
that was
ice
actually-
corset. I felt bad for the dragon at that point. I was like, oof, corsets.
No,
rough.
that actually was ridiculously effective too.
Yeah.
It really was. And I
Held them
mean,
off for a while.
clever
Yeah.
idea, and he happened to roll poorly, like I think 2 or 3 times in a row. So that really gave you guys all the time to like role play and figure stuff out. Oh my god, Professor Phillips was in such a rage of you guys, he didn't even notice you had a shield and helmet and staff.
And his staff.
You each had magical items, but he did not care.
Mhm.
He
He's
assumed
very
you guys
mad.
wanted to go play LARPing or. And yeah, you all came out of it, and the broom. You each came out
And
with a
the broom.
boon. Ah,
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, the broom.
well played, everyone. Well
I
played.
enjoyed listening to Paris and Alex together on top of the pile trying to figure stuff out
Oh, yeah.
together. I thought those were really fun moments.
Mm.
Gosh.
Trying to think what else. What else happened while we were out there?
I'm glad you turned my panther into a house cat. I thought that was very
Yeah,
funny.
that was
Yeah,
fun.
I enjoyed that moment.
Yeah, I too am trying to think of some standout moments because I know they happened. You guys are incredible at this. But what's crossing my mind is I feel like you all use some knowledge from class and thus deserve more gold stars. So I'm gonna award Alex marks in flight, obviously, and here let me just go as they come to me. So Alex definitely gets flight. JJ definitely gets care of magical creatures. Paris, I'm gonna say herbology because you took the risk of eating a flower.
Yeah, what was you said the name of the flower, but what was it? Just like it was like a health
It's
something?
it's called Heal All. It, as
Okay.
far as I know, is an
Oh
of
boy.
woundwort, and
Couldn't hear
it
ya.
tastes.
It's
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
I made it.
As
I
far as
made
you
it
know,
very subtle.
it's okay. It is a what?
Yeah, it's a mint-like herb
Mint-like
that
herb.
is used in a multitude of has a multitude of healing properties, both medicinally and magically.
Okay.
So it powers observation and cures earthly ailments, which you had several of. So that saved you. That's
Okay,
why you were able to
cool.
get up and move around like nothing happened.
Sure.
Yeah, and then Alex got Rue and used it effectively. Not what I would have done with it, but way better. And then JJ got Rosemary, which has another name as well. If you want to enlighten its magical side of things, but like it's so common that obviously no one's gonna get it as contraband. It's also known as compass plant.
For a map guy, of course.
It's that's why she gave it to you. But it's good for remembrance. So do with that as you will. Yeah, so did I lose you guys?
No, we're still here.
No, we're here.
Oh, my whole setup just completely blacked out, which means it's time to wrap things up. We're gonna think of our favorite moments. Justin is going to put a poll forth so that everyone can vote on it. We have people who are watching on YouTube, and I love all of you. But if you guys pop on Twitter, you can punch in your votes, and it'll affect, or you can just type it in your chat, and we'll tally it up later.
Twitch, I think is what he means.
Let's see. Yeah,
Twitch
that's what I meant.
for the people out there.
I don't know what I called it. So yeah, so
like, go to Twitter.
Flight, care of magic, or sorry, Flight, Magizoology, and Herbology, respectively. And then I'm gonna say JJ also gets Charms. Paris, I'm gonna give you another gold mark on Social Studies because fire is a common thread with that class.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's still there. Oh no, he's super frozen.
Nah.
No, he did.
Nah.
He gone. I will say,
inspired moment, yeah, for Alex, or at least for me, I liked the yellow petals, like when he made the whirlwind, like the Tasmanian devil moment of the
I also loved
psychosis of the leaves.
Yeah, I also loved the swagger he had with his birch beer and those stupid
Oh, yeah.
kids in Detention. That was great. And I just want to say, I was so happy I got to do a Gandalf moment as well.
Oh yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
so
Oh
happy
my
that it
god,
happened.
yeah.
It was great.
Totally freaking forgot.
Oh,
yeah,
And it
man.
worked.
Right? Oh, we've all disappeared. We're in different places now.
Well, here we
Me,
are.
Our faces
I'm
are
a
so much
floating
bigger.
voice. I know.
Kevin died.
No. What else was great? You guys all did great. I thought we all very well handled the. Oh, also Paris grabbing a helmet because of her fall hair.
Yeah.
And having to take it off.
Oh
So
my gosh,
embarrassing.
that was great. I'm glad we got yelled at and sent to detention finally. I feel like we all earned our detention stripes
Yes.
pretty well.
It was about time.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The subtle knife was cool as well.
Yeah, I liked
Well,
when he kept mentioning the Philip Pullman, which by the end, Professor Phillips, and I was like, sushi.
So I think Kevin has gone away. He's gone away. He's disappeared into the ether that
It says
is
resuming.
the internet.
Garrett, don't worry.
Oh,
Jess had
is he
already.
coming back?
It says returning soon. So now it's
Oh, good.
that's just chilling, chillaxing until Kevin can get his.
Oh, good. I haven't looked at the Twitch stream. I can sign us
I
off
just
if
have it
you
on my
want.
phone.
Well, anything I should say?
Well, you gotta. I think we're trying to wait to see if Kevin's gonna come back.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be on his way back.
Hopefully his router didn't explode.
Yeah. I mean, you could maybe use like his phone to come back if he's got the Twitter app. It's not the obviously the
Discord app.
yeah Discord. Oh, yeah, whatever we're on. Not Twitter, Twitch. He said it earlier. We'll see what happens.
We shall see.
We shall see. So it's on the intermission screen, Justin?
Yes, it says returning soon.
Can they hear our voices?
I don't think so.
They
Oh,
can. Oh.
Oh.
He's
Here
back.
we go. We can see
Okay.
Kevin.
Wow, that was weird.
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did that not happen for anybody else?
No, we can't see you, but we can hear
I'm
you.
coming back.
Okay.
I'm coming back. Just
All right.
give me a moment. Guys, the show is improving little by little. We have saved our technical difficulties for the very end of the show now.
Woo. Look at us go. That's some amazing planning on our part.
Some real heroes.
Oh, and of course, it doesn't want to boot me up.
Damn heroes.
Well, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. Yeah, it just not want me to see you all.
I do love looking at your little tiny headshot, though. That is the fun part.
Oh, thank you. It's very old.
Let's try. Everybody. Oh, I was gonna say everybody try doing his headshot pose.
Oh no. Are we getting raided?
Are we getting rated? Oh, this
Are
will
we
be
getting
fun.
rated now?
Yes.
Oh,
Look at your little
yeah.
technical difficulties.
Welcome, all of the other fun people. We
Kevin
just
will be
fought
here in a
dragons.
second. We're
You know,
just hanging
I feel like
out.
we're
having
cleaning
a
up from a
dance
party.
Yeah.
Now I have to get the visual.
We're just waiting for the host to get back here.
All right. Well,
We were just welcome 44 people.
Maybe
we were just
use
setting
your
up.
maybe use your phone or something.
Yeah,
Something
we were
like
just,
a quick fix.
Discord?
We were just setting
Yeah.
up the quiches for our party.
That's
Well-
so funny.
I mean,
The
we just
whole-
rode
you know
a
what?
dragon.
Hold
so-
on, everyone. First of all, Brizzy is amazing. She
Yes.
just beat Ragnarok. Did it 100%. I
Oh,
appreciate
please
it. But
don't
yes,
say anymore.
Oh no
Yeah,
spoilers.
Garrett's playing that.
It
Yeah,
ends-
I was like, don't say anymore.
I can safely say that it does not end with you fighting the spirit of Christmas.
There
Apparently,
it
I
goes.
was wrong
And
about that.
it's so good.
You're fine, Garrett. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Anywho,
I'm similarly anxious.
yeah. So everyone, we were reviewing our favorite moments from tonight's episode, where we finally fulfilled the promise of the premise and sent everyone to detention.
Woo!
Oh, so we did
Bad
live up to the
kids.
title of today's episode.
Yeah, we did.
Yes,
We fought dragons. We argued with adults. He's gone again. Well, listen,
Maybe he's getting
folks.
his
and he's
his
back.
phone.
He's gone and he's back. We fought dragons. We argued with adults. Paris caught things on fire with hairspray.
Sure
we were
did.
hey, there he is.
There we go. We can see you.
Yeah. Now I have to
Dylan.
figure out how to mount this because my beautiful backdrop is going unnoticed now by all of our new friends. Thank you all for being here. I'm sorry you came at the very end, but continue. Don't mind me.
Yeah, fought dragons, argued with adults, went to a detention, solved a little escape room, and then teleported to an atrium. Mm-hmm.
Argued with
Yeah.
adults is putting it so mildly. I am hoarse now because that's what it took to scold you guys.
Yeah,
You are
yelled at,
so defiant and authority.
Someone doesn't listen to his students. You're just
Not
one of
at
those
all.
teachers.
Not at
It was
all.
so frustrating.
Yeah, I screamed myself hoarse in order to finally get you guys in detention.
And did we learn?
Yes. Huh? No. Of course.
Because we're immediately out of detention.
immediately snuck out
Yeah.
with our new friend Charlie.
You found your way
Yeah.
out. You found your way out.
We
Ooh,
should have
this
taken
is
the
fun.
Charlie.
Yeah,
We should have taken
exactly.
the
You
chicken.
solved the riddles with the help of your friend, your new guy, and yeah, you popped up to God knows where, but probably underground.
Mhm.
There's the dungeons part of our title.
There we go.
Did it all.
We
I
did
think we
it.
had the dungeon covered in all of the time we
Mhm.
spent in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good game,
Ooh,
everybody. Thanks for
Yeah.
the time.
So, if any of those moments sounded appealing to you all, vote on your favorite. Have you 4 voted yet? Sorry, 3. Have you 3 voted on your favorites for this evening? Because I still have to award inspiration to one of you for next week's session.
I think I'm going to vote on Alex swaggering in with his stupid bitter beer and trying to impress the cool kids in detention.
I don't think that's an option. I'm looking at the list right now. But
Whatever.
I don't live
we'll
by
give
option.
yellow pedals
We
the word
we
just
we
well.
yeah we gave the yellow pedals to Alex Garrett.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Which was
That's
cool.
also
That was-
a good moment.
You tried to drug a dragon with an unknown herb and to like give it smelling salts and back it off. That's
It
pretty
worked.
bold. It worked
It
with a
worked.
dust devil.
I obviously am going with the
that
flamethrower.
reminds me. Your
My
new
favorite.
broom. Your new broom. Before
Oh yeah, what's
I'm
it
sorry,
do?
I don't want to cut you off, but I don't want to forget.
Wait, no.
So
It's the +3 on
You-
charm.
you are writing. You're
Yeah, where's my
writing
broom first.
a daredevil's duster.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a stunt broom. So
Oh,
if you perform a stunt, you get +3 to charm checks against anyone who saw it. Everyone who sees it is impressed by you,
Oh,
and so you get a
that's
charm
so
boost in your favor.
oh my God, this is like made for you, bro.
It is good. Well, my other broom got eaten by the dragon in the last session, so
No,
it
that's
needs
true.
So I'm glad we replaced that. And not that you needed a new wand for JJ, Garrett, but your new staff
Oh,
gives
yeah.
you +1 for brains, +1 for charm. No, sorry. +1 for brains. What are your stats? And grit. And then +3 for charm.
Sweet.
Damn.
Yeah. Obviously,
my-
when you're using it.
Does
to
my
do magic.
helmet do anything,
Yeah, what
or
is
does
helmet?
it just keep
It
keep
looks
my hair
fine.
down?
It hides your matted hair. Yes.
Oh
Oh.
my god, that's fine.
What?
That's
Alex
fair.
also got a shield. It doesn't do anything magical. They're not all magical.
I'm right. I'm just asking.
Except the shield is magical. It's just the helmet.
But you guys are about to go into battle. Is what you think you're doing, and you all have weapons and stuff now. This is amazing.
Yeah.
We're turning kids on brooms into D&D. We're doing it
That's right.
All
We'll get
good
there
battles start in the atrium.
in an atrium. Yes, on someone's front porch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Oh
right,
my God.
Paris, what was your favorite moment?
I liked the corset.
Yeah.
I liked the
that's
ice
one.
corset. I just thought that was a cool idea. I just kept imagining like I'm imagining like diamonds, but like a sparkling corset just getting tighter and tighter as it's like trying to get out of it. I don't know. I thought
I
it was
used
cool.
That
my
was cool.
Harry Dresden knowledge to come up with the brains roll for that. I was like, how can I
Sure.
make this a brains roll? And then
There are so many like Dresden moments, even like the seam and cutting open the
Mhm.
reality. I was like, oh.
that was
That's
so
cool.
good.
Oh,
Ugh.
and I'll just say it now. You all completely called out that character and the inspiration for him. Completely called it.
Yeah, when you were
I don't
fixing
need
your
to talk
camera,
about it.
we definitely discussed that. 'Cause
Oh,
we were
great.
like, no, it's
Awesome.
great. No, it's
I'm not
good. All
that.
good though. All good. It's fine.
Now that he's not here, let's talk about how much of a hack Kevin is.
No, it's great.
That's not what we said.
Love those books. No, it's
I
great.
steal like an artist. And then Alex, Zach, did you get to
Hey.
mention your favorite moment after I cut you off to tell you about your new broom?
Yeah, I'm the one that brought up the flamethrower moment in the first place because it's awesome.
Right.
We
Thank
love
you.
flamethrowers.
Cool. Great.
You know.
I'm going to tally your votes. Justin and I will rewatch the tapes, tally your votes. We will check out the chat on YouTube, the chat on Twitch, every last bit of voting. We will thank everyone accordingly, and we'll do that now, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you, players, for coming back after a 2-week hiatus. I can't wait to wrap this story up with you guys. Everybody, if you liked any of the moments that you've come to, for those who stayed for the whole show, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. We love you, as always, and I hope you voted. Everyone who came in with Brizzy, we think you're pretty great too, because if you're friends with Brizzy, you're friends with us.
Cool.
If you liked anything you heard, feel free to vote. I don't care. And also feel free to tune in next week, Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Now we're in standard daylight time. well, we're going to find out the next installment. We're going to find out in the next installment where this atrium leads them to, what chaos has been unleashed now that they've rode some dragons and Charlie ruined the sigil. We all know which one, in the defensive magic room, and what's hiding down there in those dungeons and detentions.
Woo.
We'll see you next week. I can't wait!